Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ireland Live for Wednesday, the 3rd of December, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla Donoghue now in the next coming minutes. So, let's have a look. There she is there now. She's on the stage already. Hello there, Orla. Hello. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Good. I'm loving these. This is like RTE. You're going around doing all these blade and guaranteed Irish stuff and all. This is brilliant. Fair play to you, yeah.
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
of videos there. Doing your fair play to you. Well done, I have to say. Well done.
Well, I need to show people what my videos are actually like and not what you showed the other night. I don't know what you did with my video when you cut Elaine's head off.
I didn't do anything to the video.
That was not the video that I have.
That's what I just said. That's what I said.
It was like zoomed in. My face was like up to the camera like this, and I was like, I'm going to kill him.
That's the one you sent me in. That's the one.
Yeah, but you must have zoomed in on it.
I didn't. I can't.
Because it cut off the whole Christmas tree at the top, cut off the whole writing at the bottom.
I don't think that was down to me now.
I can't trust you to do anything.
I don't think that's down to me. I was just saying to Martin, it's just as well Elaine had a nice jumper on, and there was no.
As if I would be filming like that, Paul. For the love of God, if anyone would like to see the proper video, it's on my Facebook page and TikTok, not the one that Paul decided to zoom in on. Maybe you were doing that on purpose.
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I wasn't. Ireland for the Irish. Free Enoch book. Hi to all. Hi, how are you, Paul, Vincent, Jane, and Eddie? How's everyone? Flame Chef, how are you? Chris Bourne, how are you? All grand, thanks, Flame Chef. Yeah. Fergus Power. Good evening, Paolo, Orla, and all the beautiful patrons.
Hey, Ferg, how are you?
I know hope you're all keeping well. God bless. Yes, I am keeping well, and as well as can be expected, Ferg, but we won't talk about that, you know. Good evening and blessed be for everyone. Yes, John Lagan. Good evening, Paul, Orla, and all. Good evening, John. How are you? Great work, Orla. Yeah, it is great work. Yeah. How are you, Orla? Chris Bourne.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Like, share. Yeah, please do. Share it out there, everyone, if you can. I've shared it out to the WhatsApp groups there, so we'll see how we get out on.
Orla's like bored fall chat. Thanks, Liz.
What's he say? Orla, yeah.
Liz there, just put in Orla's like bored fall chat. Well, at least I'm supporting Irish.
The good board vulture. Have you seen this seminar that they're putting on there now? Is it next week in the RDS? The Boy Irish. I think we should all head into that with our flags, like, you know what I mean? Boy Irish, we all want the Boy Irish, you know what I mean?
Didn't see it.
Ireland does not belong to the Irish, not at the moment, anyway. Yeah, they were drunk, Orla, and swearing like fuck. Do you hear him? I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drinking last weekend. Neither was Martin.
Yes. I heard Martin. But look, Martin, in all fairness, covered for me, and he was very nice in the show. So I let him away with it this time.
Yeah. I wasn't drinking at all. I was drinking tea. That's all I was drinking. Should be a protest on Saturday for Enoch, and then on one for the carol service. Oh, lads, I'm going to be honest with you. When you start doing that, it upsets different aspects of how these protests go. You know what I mean? We all saw what happened in February last year when 60 to 100 people tried to walk up Gardiner Street with their children to walk up to Mount Joy and peacefully assemble outside Mount Joy for Enoch Book. They were turned on by the guards. The guards blocked them in. There was 11 arrests. I was arrested myself that day. Later on in the afternoon, I wasn't part of that. And so trying to organise, we need to, there's a hold the line on Friday. Okay, if you can get into the hold the line on Friday, please do. Try and get into the hold the line, because that's an actual hold the line. You know what I mean? To be there with placards and boards and the whole lot. And it's not a protest, it's a hold the line. That's what it is. So if you can make it in there, I'll put the thing up now in a while. Hang on, I have it there somewhere. Let me just check. I'm going to share it there now. I think my good friend sent it in to me a while ago. No, he didn't. Somebody did, but there it is there. Yeah. I actually oh, that's a bad cough. All that. I actually saved it. There it is there. Okay. And we will share this now. Where are we? I can't find where I am on the screen. It's not where I am. There, shit. Okay, sorry. I couldn't find me. What you call it? The screen that I had us up on. But I have it there now. Yeah. Sorry, where are you? I have to down it. There, it's there. Hold the line for Enoch Burke. It's a special event supporting Enoch Burke, Friday the 5th of December at 1 p.m. outside Mountjoy Prison. So there, lads, anyone that can see it, there's the protest. This is when it's happening. This is happening on Friday, the 5th of December, 1 p.m. If anyone can make it in, even during your lunch hour, take your hour off and just go in just to support this, just to show that you support this man. This man he's going to be locked up now indefinitely. This is what this judge has said. This is tyrannical. Like, you know what I mean? This man needs all of our help. I'm being serious with you. And I know his mother, people are saying, his mother said she doesn't want the help from far right and this, that, and the other, and this. I'm not far right. I'm a concerned father, and I'm worried sick for what's coming into the schools. And I'm going to be honest, lads, I think most of you are, and most of the women are. So if you can get out there on Friday, please do. You know what I mean? People that say he's mad, he's this, he's that. Look what he's fighting for. He's fighting the righteous fight. You know what I mean? He's fighting for everything that people that are sitting on their arse at home that are saying, yeah, he's right. But none of them will come out and stand with him. I, for one, will stand with him. So, yeah, be there on Friday if you can, people. 1 o'clock outside Mountjoy Prison. It'll be a good day if we can all get there. Okay, I'll stop sharing that there now.
Well, it's an absolute disgrace when you see murderers and rapists and paedophiles and everything else getting let off. And the likes of him then is... it's just madness.
X isn't working tonight. It seems to be. It says, I'm looking here, it says it is. And saying that the numbers are down an awful lot now, I have to say. Usually we're up to about 500 already by this time. We're only up to 300 now at the minute.
Is it definitely on X?
It could be. It is on X, yeah. Hang on, let me just open X and I'll see. But it'll drop my connection then. But hey, listen. Let me see. Yeah, it seems to be.
Seems to be okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's live on X. Yeah.
Have you it out on the other channels?
I have it out on all of them. Yeah. I have it.
Yeah. Well, Jesse said there's problems all day with it, with X.
Yeah. Well, we should be way up there. We should be way up there. Like
Flame Chef was saying, we should send Enoch a Christmas card. I actually did that last year.
Yeah. But as I was saying, his mother and all won't deal with far right and this. When we're not getting involved with them. Listen, Mrs. Burke, we're the only hope your son has here. Now, I'm being honest with you. I'm not far right. Lots of the people are not far right, but nobody else is standing up for him. So I think you need to get on board and talk to us, and let's see what sort of a plan we can do here. You know what I mean? There needs to be a big protest there, a big, huge one there, because people shouldn't stand for that. That's not on. It's against his constitutional right. That's what they're doing. And they're locking him up because of that. I know people would say it's because it's contempt of court and this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, he wouldn't call a child they, them pronouns, which I wouldn't either. I'd tell them to cop onto themselves and get a life. I would. You know what I mean? If you want to be called they, them, go off and play with they, thems. Don't be coming into our society and trying to disrupt shit. And, it's just not good enough. And then you're doing it on impressionable kids in secondary schools. They bring this crowd belong to in and the whole lot. And, you don't know what's being taught to your kids in these schools. You don't know who they're bringing in here. And then you have this one giving out about the flag. We're taking the colours back. What did we take away from anybody by putting up our flags? It's them that's causing the divide. But it's them that's making this divide. They have done this. We put up the flags in our areas as a patriotic sign to let people, we're Irish and we're proud of it. It wasn't against migrants. It wasn't against that and like that. But they've turned that against us.
I know.
And now we're reclaiming the flag. The flag was never lost anywhere, lads. The flag was always flying where it's flying, and it'll still keep flying.
And the flag belongs to the Irish people. End of story.
Exactly. But no matter how much the voyage you're going to show here on this one, you're not going to win this one with your flag bullshit. And especially Ruth Coppinger. Ruth Coppinger couldn't give a shit about the Irish flag.
Well, the only reason she
wants
wants to take
trans
down the
flags.
Irish flag is so that she can put up the Palestinian one or the Ukrainian one.
And the trans one. And the trans one.
She wants.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they do. Not on my watch. No, I'm sorry. The Irish flags will keep going up all around the country. And that's it. End of story. And fair play to anyone who is doing it. I see the lads were out in Cork this evening putting it out as well tonight.
Good.
I might have pictures of that now in a while. Yeah. Send Enoch a Christian Christmas card. Yeah. Free Enoch book. Orla, cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon, squeeze of lemon juice, and down the hatch. No cough, can't survive. Adele knows the stuff there, Orla. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah. Or maybe just go back off. Just go off the smokes again, Orla.
I wish I was back on them. No. I'm taking my quercetin and my zinc and my vitamin D and all that. I got frozen on Sunday at the Christmas market, so because I was there all day, so that's what happened. Anyway, look, it'll last a couple of days and it'll be gone. Might shut me up for a
Dennis, while. You're asking there. Yeah, Dennis, you're asking that. Instead of supporting him, why don't we all do what Burke is doing? Do what? Like, we've been shouting about this since the year dot on this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing has happened to me. I haven't been put in that predicament. You know what I mean? So how are we going to do the same? Do what he's doing? Like, we are all standing up for it already. We're all talking out about it. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know? So, you know, I don't know what more we can do. You mean go to jail for him? Like, I'm not going to jail for anyone, being honest with you, unless it's a just cause. You know? As far right as opposed to what exactly? Yeah, exactly. But this is what happened as well. Didn't that happen with the hunger strikers as well? After in the last 2 weeks, they cut all contact with any of the so-called far right lads that was in there. You know what I mean? That's, you know, I'm sorry, we're the only ones that support anyone here. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being honest with you.
I know.
Because nobody else listens to us. Anyone going to the carol service on Saturday? Yes, I'm going to head in as well. We're all going to try and head in. I know.
No, I can't. I have another Christmas market with the animal charity this weekend. So,
anybody see the video?
It looks lovely. I'm sure it'll be great. Hope that there's a good turnout at it.
There will be a good turnout there. Yeah. Jean is not well. Gentle Poet, she's not well at the minute. So,
all right.
We're hoping she's all right. So, Jean, there's a kiss for you.
Okay, Jean.
Might get you better.
And actually, we must give a shout out to the far right Mammy Emer. Hope you're doing okay.
Oh, how is she getting on? Yeah, I hope so too, Emer. Yeah, we were talking about her the other night. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. It's disgraceful what happened to Enoch. He's a good man, and the church didn't stand by him. Shame on them. The church are standing beside nobody. The church are captured as well. You know, come on. Oh, it's just 2017 ruined the church, and that was all done on purpose. That was done 6 months before the abortion referendum. The only thing that was stopping Ireland from bringing in abortion was the Catholic Church, and they brought the Catholic Church down 6 months previous, and they couldn't got a leg to stand on. They couldn't even talk about it. They couldn't even comment on it because they were being called pedos and whatever else they were being called. So all these things are planned for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching this a good few years now, and I'm seeing how things play out. You know what I mean? And you'll always see that just before a referendum or just before something's being voted in, they'll be whacking it out with bullshit. And it's just, yeah. And then they try to silence the man who's talking out against them. And that's how it works, man. You know what I mean? And like anyone with a brain looking in at this can see what's going on. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. Nothing wrong with being radical, right-wing or nationalist. The mother is a boomer. She was telling everyone to vote for Fine Gael. I think she was doing that because she knew. I think Humphreys was a lesser of two evils, to be honest with you. Look what we got. You know, you got the devil. So, you know, I suppose they were both devils probably, you know what I mean? But I suppose the lesser of two evils would have been Heather. Yeah.
Yeah, so X must be playing up tonight then.
It must be because, like, yeah, it's very. Everything is very slow. Everything is very slow. I've been asked to raise awareness about somebody here. I'm just going to read her out. Is Mountjoy far from Euston? No, you can get. I'll tell you how exactly to get to it. You get off at Euston and you get the tram down to Connolly Station, and you can just walk up then from Connolly Station up to Mountjoy. It's only around the corner. So, yeah, she hasn't a clue. They're all the same. Yeah, free Enoch Burke. How are you, Christine? How's things?
Hey, Christine.
Fair play, fair shader out there. All right, everyone. Christine Walsh. I personally think that Enoch Burke being walked into court in handcuffs and chains was to send a message. That's exactly what it is. Fair play to you, Christine.
Teachers, yeah.
But anything that's being done to Enoch Burke is to send a message to other teachers. You know, I know for a fact my kids' teachers aren't into all this bullshit. You know what I mean? I know for a fact they're not into all this crap. And they know I'm not into it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'd have like I'd be able to talk to them if I needed to talk to them, you know, that sort of way. But I know for a fact that all the teachers in that school wouldn't be into this bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? It's shite. Like, if you want to be a cat or a dog or you want to be a they, them, not during school hours, son. All right, you're in there to learn. You're not there for us to you know, I'm sorry. No. But whatever about I'm a man or you're a woman or you're this or you're that, I know you're still a man. And don't try to convince me that you're a woman when you're not a woman. Like, I'm not going to... Like, Biology 101 tells you what a man and a woman is. Like, and I know you're a man. You're not a woman. You're wearing a skirt and a dress. That doesn't make you a woman, mate. In your head, maybe, but not in my head. I'm sorry. And I've called this out more times when I've seen them. I've had more rows. I actually have a video of last year. I got off the bus, or I was having a drink or something, and one got off the bus and started giving me loads, like, and I got into an awful altercation there because you're a man, you're not a woman, and start crying, and it was. Do you know who it turned out to be? Ruth Coppinger's nephew. Sorry, niece. Yeah, no, her nephew. Yeah, because I seen him up at the count centre the following week, and I thought, oh, you're that yoke, yeah. And then he was actually, he got the head kicked off him on the bus about 3 weeks after for feeling the fella's leg. There was a bloke on the bus. And your man seen his hand and he's there videoing it, and your man started rubbing his leg, and next thing your man got a kick in the head and he was dancing on the bus. Yeah. God. But you know what I mean? You're not a woman. So stop pretending you're a woman. Murder in Belfast last night over Palestinian flag. And I agree. Rightly so. Murder. Shouldn't be flying any flags over any council buildings, only an Irish flag. Yeah, I'm sorry. End of story. I don't care. And there's a couple of guys going around Dublin now at this moment in time taking down Palestinian flags. I've seen videos of them. So yeah, these are being put up just
to want to fly Palestinian flags. That's absolutely fine. Fly them over in their own bloody country.
Yes, exactly. Yes, now you have it. Please, Shannon Adina, GoFundMe for Eamon. I'm going to show this here now, yeah. Let me just share this, and I'll read it out, okay? And I'll share the link. I have the link there. Just bear with me. I don't know whether you can see it, can't you? Support Eamon through injustice. Eamon Summers is hardworking, honest, and a community-minded Shannon Adina member, and now finds himself facing one of the most difficult periods of his life. His friends, family, and supporters are coming together to share his story and to ask for help during this incredibly challenging time. Recently, Eamon was involved in a deeply distressing encounter with members of An Garda Síochána, during which he was seriously injured. According to Eamon and witnesses, the force used against him was completely unnecessary and abusive, leaving him hospitalised and unable to walk. His case is now the subject of formal complaints and ongoing inquiries, but the reality is that Eamon is suffering right now, physically, emotionally, and financially. Because of his injuries, Eamon has been medically restricted from working, leaving him with no steady income. His bills and essential living costs continue to mount, and despite his best efforts, he has already had to sell his car just to stay afloat. The stress of recovery is hard enough, but facing financial hardship on top of that has been overwhelming. Eamon has always been the kind of person who quietly helps others, never asking for anything in return. Today, however, he needs his community to stand with him. How your support will help. Your contribution will go directly toward covering Eamon's rent, utilities, and essential living expenses, including his child's Christmas gifts, ongoing medical visits, treatments, and recovery support, transportation needs after having to sell his car, legal and administration costs related to complaints process. Every euro, no matter how small, makes a real difference. If you cannot donate, please consider sharing Eamon's story so more people can support his recovery. On behalf of Eamon, his family, and those who care deeply for him, thank you for showing compassion during a time that when he truly needs it. Together, we can help relieve the financial burdens weighing him down and give him the stability he needs to heal and rebuild his life. So that's for Eamon there, yeah. So there's the donate link there. I will put it in there. I'll stop sharing that there now. But yeah, that's for Eamon. If you can, I'll put the link in here somewhere. I have it. It's a big link. Yeah. I'll just throw it in there if anyone can help out Eamon. I just put it in. But I was saying, yep, take the kids out of school, boycott the school, and homeschool. Yeah, I know a guy.
I actually sent you on a video there in relation to a teacher speaking out.
Yeah, hi Paul and all. Enoch Burke is only a microcosm of the utter contempt which exists in political establishment have for the Irish people. Disgusting. I agree with you. And it's a class thing, guys. It is. It's a class thing. It's. Oh, I'll talk about it again. I can't talk about it today because of something that happened. So, yeah, Antichrist successfully infiltrating the Catholic Church. Yeah, it's. Yeah, hi Paula and all.
Sarah.
How are you, Sarah? How's things? How are you, Sarah Herity? There you go, Chris Bourne. Yeah, church is only there, so was money. Yeah, well, look at all the land and all the church owns. You know what I mean? The church was infiltrated by scumbags long ago to destroy its name. Yeah, Father Dougal, I agree with you. Yeah. Let's see what's that. Yeah. I'm just gonna share this for a minute. This was just sent in. I believe I am a frog. You must also believe that I am a frog. If you refuse to believe I am a frog, you're afraid of me and full of hate. Believing someone is an animal will never make them an animal, no matter how many people decide to indulge their fantasies, their delusions. And it's true. You know, that's exactly what and I've got into more trouble over it, you know. The woke broke Spain. Don't try the same in Ireland. Well, before becoming a Satanist priest, one must first be ordained as a Catholic priest. I didn't know that. So is your man over your man from America, what was his name? Wasn't he a Satanist? What was his name? The Satanist, the Church of Satan in the 70s or whatever. What was his name? Anton Rebek or something, is it? Or
Anton
I don't
Dubek?
think that's his name. Who's Anton Dubek?
Dancing.
Who is he? Is that who it is? No, it's something else. It's a funny name like that. It is. It's a funny name. Your man, the Satanist, there was all the talk that Taylor Swift was his wife incarnated or something like that, or his daughter or something like that. Or yeah, I don't know where Anton Dubek came from.
That's like the gay guy from Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul and Orla. Having problems with chat on YouTube, Twitter, but haven't had problems when you're on Ireland Live.
Hey, Angela.
So, deadly. Okay, hey, Angela. Yeah, it's somehow it's not getting out to everyone tonight there. I don't know why.
I don't
know. We're up to 600 anyway, so hey, listen, we're doing all right. It's getting out to someone, you know. So yeah, we better move on, Orla. Jesus.
Right, yeah. I said about the teacher speaking out. Just when we're just talking about teachers.
Is this in the UK?
No, America.
Okay.
And she's right in what she's saying.
The US, yeah, the blondie girl. Yeah, play that.
It should absolutely terrify you that we have approximately zero idea just how many people are in this country, like the illegal Muslim terrorist who shot the National Guardsman today, who are currently living here totally unaccounted for. We now know that the shooter is an illegal Afghan national who is...
No.
I hear you there. There's no sound.
No, that's not the right video.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
The other one should have teacher
no
speaks
sound.
out. That's another one. She's just talking about illegal immigrants in America. Hold on a second. Where is this? The US?
No, I have it there, but is it? Hold on.
That's not it. She kind of, yeah, no, sorry, she's brown hair. Hold on. That's it there. Look. See that one there? It's up the top.
US teacher.
US teacher.
There. US teacher. Hang on. I'm looking at it there. Ah, yeah. There you go. US teacher. I didn't pull her across. That's what happened. Yeah. Oh, well, I tell you. But, sorry, meant to say the church is only there to wash money. Yeah, well. It's at the washing plenty of it, didn't it? Hi, Orla and Paul. They said you were on the Bulmers on Sunday, lol.
I wish I was.
Anton LeVay, that's who it is. Thanks there, Osie. Fair play to Anton LeVay.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, LeVay.
Yeah, LeVay, yeah. Thank you very much. This is the great thing about live. Like, people can correct you as you go along. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like Anton. It's a bit like...
You can't get up too much when I'm not around. You've been ratted out.
It's a bit like, what you call him? Your man, whatever his name is.
Oh. Chris, I can't laugh tonight. Stop making me laugh.
164. It's expected that you'll have trouble getting it over.
Stop. I'm going to get into a coughing fit.
I'm telling you. Not yet, Irish mommy. Yeah, there's been problems earlier with X. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, so
anyway, so the teacher video.
Yeah, have it there now. Let's play that. US teacher sharing classroom experience.
I think that you guys don't know what's going on in education right now. That's fine. Like, how could you know unless you were working in it? But I think you need to know. So here's exactly what it's like right now working in public education. First of all, the kids have no ability to be bored whatsoever. They live on their phones and they're just fed a constant stream of dopamine from the minute their eyes wake up in the morning until they go to sleep at night. Because they're in a constant state of dopamine withdrawal at school, they behave like addicts. They're super emotional, like the smallest thing sets them off. And when you are standing in front of them, trying to teach, they're vacant. They have no ability to tune in if your communication isn't packaged in short little clips or if it doesn't have like bright flashing lights. That's actually the way harder part for me than just the outright behaviors, is just being up at the front, talking to a group of kids who have their eyes open, they're looking at me, but they're not there. They're not there. And they have a level of apathy that I've never seen before in my whole career. Punishments don't work because they don't care about them. They don't care about grades. They don't care about college. It's like you are interacting with them briefly in between hits of the internet, which is their real life. I've seen some TikToks recently where teachers are getting a lot of hate, like for not adapting to the kids or punishing them or whatever. And I just gotta say, like, I can tell you with absolute certainty, it is not the teacher's fault. It might be the parents' fault. It might be our capitalistic society's fault, but it is not the teacher's fault.
Sorry, there's a lot of trouble going on. No, a lot of trouble going on, people. People are ringing Anthony and the lads saying they can't get on through the YouTube channel. Facebook has just gone down. And, yeah, they can't get through our YouTube channel. That's it. Yeah, it's telling me I'm live. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Remove it. Let me try it again. Let me just throw it in there again. Yeah.
Have you it up on the Irish channel?
No, I didn't put it up on the Irish channel tonight. Yeah, I didn't put it up tonight. I should have probably put it
So
up.
anyway, in relation to that woman, she's 100% right. Like even in my videos that I do, would say the businesses or tourism or whatever, short and sweet. I keep them less than about 45 seconds because people just don't have an attention span anymore, you know, because they're just so busy just scrolling. So like, you see it with the kids.
Fiona's just saying that teaching assistants are wrongly being accused of hitting children, not once but twice. CCTV proves false allegations. No wonder teachers leaving the profession. It seems forcing all their staff out age 60. Yeah. Fair play to Orla and out and about in Kilkenny giving local businesses. Yeah, fair play. Even all late to the show.
Tomorrow, book club tomorrow, and then I have to go to a cafe tomorrow. So
I know 164. Yeah, everyone there is watching on YouTube, so I don't know. Gremlin's definitely faking around tonight. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, well, YouTube or not, X has been. I'm going to be honest. Anthony put out a video. We put out a video yesterday on Anthony's Facebook, I think it was, and it's 0 views. Like Anthony usually gets a couple of thousand views. You know what I mean?
Oh, it says it all. But look, we're all been shadow banned or whatever.
Yeah. Someone's sending me in a video there. Right, yeah, that's from Tulsa last week. I'm going to play that. It's about 8 minutes long, but I will play it. Don't worry, I'll play it in the next few minutes. But it's just the way, just getting all the speakers into one. You know what I mean? I think Dimple Dempsey put it together. I'm not sure. Video created by Dimple. Yeah, Dimple Dempsey. So credit to Dimple Dempsey. I'll play that now in the next few minutes. Back on Facebook, X keeps stopping. Yeah, I know. I just put the link back up on Facebook there. I see, and I didn't see Anthony on Facebook. Yeah. See, Anthony's. They're after taking down 2 of Anthony's accounts, his X account and his TikTok account, the last few days. And we were told we were going to be attacked 4 days ago. So listen, maybe this is the attack. So doesn't matter. Still here. I'll still be here. Don't you worry. If they separate out the Irish kids, the stats would be stellar. Yeah. I know what you mean, Lou. And there's a small percentage of teachers who know all this is wrong, but unfortunately they are forced to go along to get along. Unfortunately, lads, that's the way it is with everybody. That's the way it is with everybody. We heard Varadkar talking about this 2 years ago when he turned around and said, you'll either keep your job or you'll get along with us, or you'll go along or you'll lose your job. He wasn't messing. He wasn't messing when he said that. And he done that with a sneer on his face live on television. So these people are nasty people, you know. Hi, Paul and all from Donegal and all the chat. Yeah. Oh, I got a letter today from one of our viewers. Greg sent me up a little package, and he said to open it up on the show. So he said he sent it up. So just give me a minute. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Okay.
We'll play the video. Now, should I go and get it? Hang on, give me a second.
Okay. Hope it isn't something that goes. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a registered letter. Yeah,
There's nothing ticking. There's nothing ticking, is there?
No.
It could be one of your fans, Paul. Like,
I hope it's not a pair of knickers.
Well, you're very popular with the women.
Oh, wow. Wow. Jesus Christ.
What?
Yeah, fair play to him. A few quid in it. That was very nice now, I have to say. To Paul, Orla and Martin, I just want to say thanks for what you do for the people of Eire. Only for people like you, most of the people in this country wouldn't have a clue what's going on. Keep up the good work. Just want to say thanks to Ferg and Philip Dwyer as well. And to God bless and have a Merry Christmas, Greg.
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
And there's a few quid in it, lads.
That's great.
Up the
That he'll
Rebels.
pay
Area
to keep
belongs
it
to the
going for a while
Irish.
longer.
No, well, he said, no, I had a chat with him the other day, and this is the split between us to get something for ourselves. Okay. And I'll
Oh.
tell you, I'm going to tell you, 150 quid is in this order.
Oh my God.
Like, 155 because the fiver dropped. I think I'm getting the 55 because I'm the eldest.
I'm getting the 55 because I'm the boss.
And he says, there is. Oh, no. There's €50 for Paul and Martin, but Orla gets that little bit extra because she does most of the work. Ha, isn't that right, Orla? €55. Thanks to Greg.
Yeah,
Fair
I'm not
play to
fit
you,
to
Greg.
laugh tonight.
I
I'm going to
know.
get
Well,
into a
fair play
coat.
to you, Greg.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you
Greg,
so much.
Thank you so much. Fair play to you, Greg. Thanks. And that's really
Oh, that's actually
taking me
really
back
lovely.
there now. It is,
Thank
isn't
you
it?
so much.
And Greg is doing. I need to talk to him to tie in with him again. Greg is doing the veg boxes. I think he's doing the veg boxes around Cork. So if you can get in contact with us, we'll put you in contact with Greg for people for Christmas. I think it's a 50 quid veg box or something like that.
Oh, brilliant.
People who
Great.
need it. Yeah. So yeah,
Well, thank
thanks,
you so
Greg.
much. It's really kind.
That's at the taking me back.
I thought it
there
was
now,
like, I just
actually.
assumed it was for the show, because we have to pay for Streamline.
No, so we had that. That's paid already. I paid that the other day.
Okay.
But no, we got enough last month. To pay for. By the way, I have supported teaching assistants wrongly accused. The unions need to be investigating these.
Liz Pepper, I might be looking for a loan.
She miles behind there. Fair play to Greg. Yeah, isn't that nice, Angela? Isn't
That's
it?
lovely. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But I'm always saying we have to have the best followers on this show. We really do.
Ferg Power. It's a signed copy of all of the Fall of the Lame Ducks, personally signed by Captain Squinty Eyes. And we all took them down, boys, didn't we? Yeah. Miss you, Erda. Yeah. Thanks, Paul, on and Anthony. You're great patriots. Thanks very much. Fair play to you, Greg. You're a gentleman now, I have to say.
No, thanks.
Oh, that was lovely. It was lovely. Yeah. Greg's a great man. Yeah, Ferg. Well deserved, lads. Great work.
Thank you.
I think we finish up early. I go over the pub.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm
not fit to go anywhere tonight.
Yeah, no, that's lovely now, I have to say. Fair play to him. Yeah. How are we doing? Are we getting out? We're still going out.
Actually, Lily has a lovely message there now. Thank you, Lily. I see it. And C wins.
Where is it?
I told you we have the best. We have the best followers. Under Dennis Carr, there's Lily and C wins.
All best cam woman online. Yeah, I don't know. After that video the other day, people are looking.
Yeah, you destroyed. As I said, go and watch it properly. Wait till you see my other videos coming up.
I've seen your other videos. I have to prove everything before I play it. No, I don't have to do it.
So what are you doing, Paul? Paul, are you watching me like?
No, I just have to watch these videos. Like, you know what I mean? Do you know why I had to watch it? Because there was no name on it of what it was, and I had to play the first 10 seconds to find. It wasn't when I was doing it.
It should be. It should
Where
be
is
up
it
the
on
top.
the top?
It was actually really funny, right? So I went to the cafe in Kilkenny, right, in Freshfoot, right? And the Tidy Town shared my post, right? Which is lovely. So I went back in and I said, thanks so much. Because they were like, oh, thanks so much for visiting. And underneath, I just had to laugh. Just typical Irish. Somebody underneath went, oh, yeah, I saw you in the cafe this morning. And I just thought, typical Ireland. You can't go anywhere. I swear to God, it's just so funny.
Ferg Power. Martin was holding the camera for that interview, Ollie. He forgot his orange box.
Oh my God. Look what happens, Ferg, when I'm not on the show. Like, it's just a disaster.
When are you doing a live from a venue? We're actually looking into it at the moment. We are. Yeah, we are. We're looking into it. And I think it's a bit too late to try and incorporate it into a party of, but we're looking into it. We are looking into it. Leave it with us. We'll let you know. I'll let you know on Sunday night either way. You know what I mean? If it's before Christmas. But yeah, we don't know yet. Greetings, Zero. Yeah. Keith Fox, do you talk about the the 15-minute cities and biotechnology and how they're all linked. It's all linked. We know it's all linked. You know what I mean? But I'd like to get someone on that could give us a bit more of an insight if they, Keith. So yes, get in contact sometime, Keith, and we can have a little chat with you if you want to come on and talk about the 15-minute cities and biotechnology and how they're linked. We can have a chat, and you could probably do it one of the evenings. That's no problem. Nothing to be proud of taking another man down. What's this? Nothing to be proud of taking another man down. Boy, what happened? Did I miss something here? Don't know what I missed there. Oh, it's just that they're coming up my phone. Oh, should I show you that? Liverpool again, gone one behind. Keith Fox, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I've no problem, Keith. Get in contact with me, mate, and we'll have a chat offline, and then you can come on and do whatever. You can have a chat about it, yeah. But I need to have documents and everything there that whatever you're talking about, we can pull these documents up. You know what I mean? It's no good just coming on and saying blah, blah, blah. We need to have, you know yourself. IOM, the International, Organization for Migration, and George Soros and the whole lot. This is all linked. We know it's all linked. You know what I mean? But as I said, I'd like to get your insight on it. So if you did contact me tomorrow or the next day, the number's there. I'll put up the number for you there, Keith. It's 089 203 1521, 089 203 1521. So yeah. I'm just going to put up there. There's the Buyers a Coffee. Yeah. And I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. You said you took Kieran Kelly down. You said you took Kieran Kelly down. Well, we kind of did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. For the lawyer he was for telling lies about us. So, yeah, we did. Yeah. And the reason he bowed out was because he was found out. People found out what he really was. You know what I mean? And if that was down to us, well then, fair enough. That was down to us.
You can't lead people up a garden path. It's not right.
Not at all. And you can't be slagging off the people who are helping these people. You know what I mean? All boots on the ground we are. You know what I mean? And like the likes of him in Indonesia coming on and then getting all you like Up Shw involved. Yeah. We weren't stupid enough to get involved. So, yeah. Sunderland won up, Paul. Yeah, I know.
Right, okay. Do you want to get back onto some videos
Keith,
again?
Keith, perfect. I'll have a chat with you and I'll show you what I have. Thanks. No problem, Keith. That's cool. You have the number there. I'll put it up before the end of the show. And anyway, Irish children should be going for it at school, but they're held back. Yeah. Warning, 26, 27. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Will we just play? Will I play the Tulsa one from last week? I just want to play that. It's 8 minutes.
Which one is this
now?
That'll
bring us up then. It's the one that was put together by Dimple Dempsey. It was sent in to me there now. But it seems it has all the speakers in it. So, I missed a lot of the speakers. So, it was very important that was last week. It's opened a lot of people's eyes up. You know what I mean? A lot of people are awake to what's going on now, you know? So, let me just drop this down. Where are you? Oh, there it is there.
Mickey tip, Angel. I leave her asleep at the moment. I always say she's beautiful but deadly. We have a couple of boy cats, and I swear to God, they don't go near her. She take them down.
Boy cats? I thought you were called his.
Boy cats, males, toms. She's female.
Toms, yeah. Okay, this is. I'm gonna hold on. Let me just stop sharing that in a minute. Yeah, I'll play that because I need to just go and do something. But fair play. Thanks, Greg, again, because that's really at that brightening up my day.
No warning, no giving in advance, complete random searches along with any other properties put down as assets belonged by them, right?
And look at the hunger strikers at the Dáil a couple of weeks ago, and they will tell you that on Saturdays, I think it was Saturdays, They were brought down and they were experimented on by Smith-Glaxo-Kline. I always get it the wrong way around. And those children were experimented on in the 50s. And like I said, with this dystopian buildings in this smart city here, the buildings have changed, the corruption has not. The children are trafficked from one foster carer to another foster carer, who are making ends meet and pulling in an extra few quid every week from Tusla, and that's a fact, and that's what's going on. However, I'm just so disheartened regarding City West. You know, a mother and a 10-year-old child who was given into the hands of Tusla in their care and then suddenly slipped away and ended up with a security guard who was actually in accommodation in City West. Now, it's happening down in Northern Ireland too. It's happening on a global scale, and the corruption is, you're right, it's all about the money.
Because I don't think the Irish actually realise they're in such a privileged position where I think it's a country that, and I don't mean it's any disrespect, it's small enough that people can actually have a big impact and change things at such a high level that it can actually inspire other countries across developed nations who have similar issues. In the UK, we have the well-known Rotherham scandal.
Think of all the mothers at home alone without their kids because Tusla have abducted them.
Tusla are putting court orders on children, and from that day on, up to the child is 18, the review cases that you're going back into court for, not a chance for you to get your child back. They're all review cases. So unless you put in your own applications to the courts for the return of your own child. Otherwise, Tusla are only bringing you in on reviews. And on them reviews, the gal and the social workers are going into the courts and they're saying everything is okay with the child. So that means you're walking out of court thinking, oh, well, maybe the next time I have a chance with my child. No, you don't. You'll never get your children back unless you put in your own applications to the court for your children back. You have to do it, not legal aid. You have to do it because legal aid work for the state. They are for Tusla. So it's up to yourselves. You want to get your kids back, put in your own applications. Thank you for the
The best word I've heard against Tusla this week is Tusla have to be exterminated.
It's happening in Ireland and it's happening in the UK. You can bet your house that it's happening in France, Germany, Sweden, America. So what happens in Ireland, I actually think you can have a major impact when it comes to protecting kids worldwide.
And they're starting to pay attention and they're actually starting to act in Leinster House finally, despite a policy paper sitting on their desk on the shelf gathering dust since Helen McEntee's days.
When you get a position, if you're looking after children, if you're looking after with money, if you're dealing with money, if you're dealing with the public, you have to be guarded, vetted. And these are questions that has to be answered.
Don't be afraid. That's what they want you to do. They want you to stay silent so they can continue to make money and profit from our children's trauma. They want you to stay silent. They will threaten you with fines, with prison. Go to prison for our children if that's what it takes. For what they are doing to our children. We need to expose them for everything. See, Ruth Morrow Farrell, I'm here in a capacity for the general family courts and what families are going through in there, how you're spoken to, how you're degraded, how you are not regarded as the child's mother. Your child is an asset to them. Your child makes money. They make money off your child's trauma. Jim Sheehan, unregulated, unvetted. Who's vetting the vetters? Because our vetting service has become a joke. How can care services come in from England and abroad, set up shop here, and our children fostered and farmed out to them? How has this happened? Money is the arbitrary here. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. 140,000 euro was the price tag on my son's head. 140,000 euros. He made 50,000 off my child. She made thousands off my child, Ruth Moore Farrell, and both of them are still operating in the Irish family courts. They are unregulated, they are unvetted, and they do not care about our children. They only care about making money. It is a multi-million euro profiting industry. The family court is not about justice. It's about greed, power, and keeping a boot on our necks. Don't let them do it any longer. We have to speak out.
In-camera rule. Well, years ago, of course, it was the in-church rule of the hallowed halls where the children were told, shh, don't tell anything. So now we've come into the digital era where it's don't report anything. Cameras can't come in to protect the children. Everything is to protect the children. There's nothing in this country protecting the children.
I can understand the young parents here that are afraid to speak out. I completely get it. This is state-sponsored kidnapping. This is state-sponsored kidnapping, and I can understand young parents are scared, will I be next? But there's a generation, my generation, whose children have well grown. And I am appealing to that generation now. Please come out and step up. You have nothing to lose. Your
children. People, my name's Fergus Power. I just want to make a point today that the same criminal cartel in that doll who were responsible for that little 10-year-old girl being raped, they were also responsible back in 2021 for putting this whole country in a medical trial, which has resulted in 25,000 plus in excess mortality in our brothers and sisters. Totally fit men, women, Abe O'Brien, Roy Butler, babies in the womb. We have to have accountability. This isn't it today, lads. This is only going to build from here, right? These absolute monsters have to be taken to task for what they do. They preside over the worst time in our history. Children going missing. As I said, over 25,000 people that won't be sitting at the Christmas table this year, lads. It's an absolute disgrace. I don't forget them people, are we?
Where's all the childcare workers? They should be down here now. Where's the child psychologists? They should be down here now. Where's the family support workers? They should be down here now. Where's the TDs? They should be down here now. All the ones looking for votes forming new parties, they should be here. The ones that want to come from America and save us poor little peasants, they want to come across the water and save us. They should be here now.
A message for you today, for this criminal cartel in the dog. Irish children and God's children are for sale no more.
Yeah, you all need to be held accountable. So look, Carmela, my God, everybody, thank you for coming. Don't forget.
Yeah. Fair play to everyone involved there. Now, I have to say that was really brilliant.
That's very well put together.
Brilliant. I think it was Dimple Dempsey done it. So yeah, fair play to Dimple Dempsey for that. I wouldn't take credit now for someone else's work. I'm not like that. Not like some people. Yeah, that was really good. Fair play to you, Dimple. Yeah, good girl. Well done. And you have to say, she's doing great work in Clonmel as well. She gets all this stuff together as well. As does Nora in as well. So yeah, fair play to everyone. Okay, so yeah, I know it's paused. Do you know what happened? I was coming back down the stairs and I hit the earpiece here, and this pauses it. And I heard it stopping, and that's I ran down the stairs there and hit the button. Yeah. Right, so we will move on. What are we at there? Jesus. We're at 800. Fair play. Fair play to everyone who's watching. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, put it on there. 800 viewers. I'm just going to put this up here for people as well. If they want to contribute, if they want to buy us a coffee. Oh, that's a nasty little cough there now, I have to say. Yeah. And remove us there. And you can put it up there. Anyone, just beep it there if you want. And you can buy us a coffee or a Bulmers. Or I know we're doing well there. We got a couple of bottles of Bulmers there now on that last one. So maybe people will sort us out now for next month. Fair play to everyone, anyone who does. And there's a few people who do. Thanks very much. You know who you are.
Yeah, thanks very much.
But I am getting a few coming in to Revolut and it's saying it was declined or it was, I'm getting a few coming in saying it was rejected for some reason. So I had about 4 or 5 last week that were rejected for some reason. I don't know why. So you just check and see, was it rejected? And send it again if you want or reclaim it, whatever is easier for you. So, yeah, thanks to everyone for that. Yeah, so hold on there now. Paddy Walsh, hold on. Liz Pepper. I bet TD Paul Fitz would have been there. I was there. I was there. I was front and centre. I was holding it. Trust me, I was next to Ferg. I just didn't speak. I was asked to speak 3 times and I told them, I said, it's not about me or about me running or about anything else. I said, this is about Tussla. And I said, people's problems. I said, I have no skin in the game here with Tussla. I said, I'm just here to support you. And I am just there to support them and I'll support them all the way. I really will. Hey, Paul, August Orla. Hello, Air Force. How are you? Bless Ferg. Yeah, Ferg is a good one. Ferg's one of us. When a nation's leadership consists of such vile creatures, the results will soon be deplorable. Yeah. Like, sub, share. Yeah, please do. Barry Walsh to keep people quiet. Maurice McCabe, also a man who stood up in a church during COVID. COVID came for his kids at 4 a.m. in the morning. Said they got a call. They were at risk. Never forget his kids. I didn't see that. I don't remember that, to be honest with you. Barry Walsh, calling me naive doesn't answer the question, which I'm entitled to ask.
Okay. Irish Mommy's asking for the coffee link to be put up. I never managed to get the QR code.
Hold on there.
Yeah, somebody else after saying, I tried twice to buy a coffee and my bank blocked it. I'm in the US.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah. It's weird. Is this the one for Keep Christing Christmas? Is that what you're talking about?
What now?
But by the way, Liverpool just equalised, yeah. Just throw it out there.
What are you talking about, Paul?
I'm talking about this here, the Liberty Soup Run. Keep Christing Christmas. This is for the 6th of December from 2 to 4 p.m. at the GPO in Dublin. We welcome all musicians, singers, buskers, gospel singers, and anyone who would like to join us in singing Christian and Christmas songs, Christmas music to help keep Christ in Christmas. We welcome everyone who would simply like to come along, enjoy the music, and be part of this joyful celebration. Sorry. Yeah. And the donations are going to the Liberty Soup Run as well. The girls got in contact with Chris. And so, and they will be there on the day looking for donations. If you can help them out, please, or if you can bring something small or anything like that. Don't bring blankets or anything like that. That's another day's work. And the lads will talk to you about that on the day. But if you can, bring something small, toiletries, or a couple of pounds, whatever you want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Anything is small, anything big, small, whatever you have.
But anything like, gloves, beanies,
toothpaste,
socks,
shampoo, stuff like that. Toothpaste, toothbrushes.
Thick socks, because you can imagine anyone that's homeless, if their feet gets wet, can you imagine trying to warm up?
Yeah, so there you go. Keep Christing Christmas, the 6th of December, 2 to 4 p.m. at the GPO in Dublin. Please be there. I did say I'd sing, but I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Like, I'll help out. You know yourself.
No, Irish Mommy was looking for the coffee, the buy me a coffee link to be put up.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's asking about.
To buy me a coffee link.
Wet wipes, that's another thing. Wet wipes as well.
Wet wipes, yeah. Yeah, copy. I put this in the comments, Irish Mommy. Yeah, that's where I put this in the comments, and people can get it from the comments. She was
having trouble with the Revolut or something like that, so she asked for it to be put into the comments.
Yeah. No, your coffee link. Okay, Paul, is it okay to ask you what you think of Niall McConnell in Donegal? I like him, so you know how I stand. No, I have great time for Niall. Great time for Niall. I think Niall's doing great work. He's one of us. He's definitely one of us, Niall is, yeah. I actually did a show with Niall here last year. We done the show live here. We did his show and my show live at the same time. And it went very well. Like, you know what I mean? It was really brilliant. No, Niall is highlighting everything the same as we are. Niall has a new party, Solid Hair, and fair play to him. He's doing exactly what we're doing, and he's doing his own thing, and he's doing great work up in Donegal. So yeah, I big kudos. You know what I mean? Big kudos to Niall. Yeah. It only works when you buy cider. That's Paul. Yeah. What's this? No money in account, floppy lot. Yeah. Liz Pepper, my husband did the marathon for Liberty Soup Run. Fair play.
Oh, great.
Fair play to your husband, Liz. Deadly. Please, everyone, pray for Gentle Poet so she can make it Saturday. She's still very ill at the moment. Yeah. Say a prayer there for Gentle Poet. Jane, she's a lovely lady and she's a true patriot of this country. I tell you, she doesn't mind getting stuck in either, you know. Wet wipes for hygiene. Yeah, thank you both so much. No problem. Don't forget, Christmas is a difficult time of year for some people. Yes, we know that.
It is.
Irish mammy, God bless her. I hope she's okay for Saturday. Yeah, so do I. Yeah. Joining late, evening all free, Enoch book. Yeah, we done that one, yeah. Good man, Paul. I know him, played music with him. Great to know. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, he is a good lad. I've great time for him. So have our lads. So has Anthony and Martin and all. Yeah. All the best, Gene. Get well soon. Yeah, get well soon. Again, Bulmers and honey for that cough. Or Bulmers and honey.
That's good. I haven't had any Bulmers. That's probably what's wrong with me.
Okay, we will move on.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What will we go to now, Orla?
Hold on.
Like, we've loads of stuff there, you know. Like the t-shirt.
I've said you have loads of stuff.
The first one. You did. You did indeed. Should we go down?
There's a few screenshots there as well. Oh, look, there's Switzerland. There's Britain in one day.
What's it?
Britain in one day.
Britain in one day.
It's rented houses. That's actually important as well. It's loads of stuff. Just click on any of the videos. Yeah, we've loads to go through anyway.
I have loads of videos there.
Yeah.
So will I go with Switzerland?
Yeah. They're quick anyway.
This is unbelievable. I had to double check it. Switzerland. It highlights what we've always been saying. Demographics is destiny. There's no magic soil. Countries are the way they are because of the people that create them. That shouldn't be shocking to people.
Wow. It's nowhere near Davos, is it? You know?
But like we're showing the same videos, like we'll say from France and other places, and it's just the exact same stuff. Rubbish all over the place in state. Do you know, it's just shocking. And like again, like that, Switzerland is a beautiful country.
It's amazing, Switzerland is. Yeah, it is. Very, very, very expensive to live there.
It is,
but the wages are really high and the whole lot, like, you know.
Yeah. My cousin lived over there for a few years because her husband was working over there, and she just said it was amazing, but it was very dear.
Good night, Air Force. Yeah, see you again soon. We'll see you Sunday night. 5,000 passports issued in 48 hours in Ireland. Yeah. There was 7,000, I think, yesterday. Coffee Link worked perfectly straight away. No problems with it tonight. Fair play, Irish Mammy. Fair play. Thanks very much. European nations becoming slums. Yes. Like if your country is such a beautiful country and all that shit, stay there. Instead, the reason you're coming here is because your country is a shithole and you want to come over here and make our country a shithole. But you're not doing that. This has to stop now. You know what I mean? You come in here, you abide by your rules. We shouldn't have to be teaching your kids Muslim things and my kids Muslim things just because your kid feels out of place. You came to a Catholic country, you came to a Christian country. Abide by Christian values and Christian rules, okay? If you want to bring your kid to another school, go and do that, but don't be pushing shite in my kid's school about Buddhism and Muslims and imams and this and that. My kids don't want to know that, and I don't want to know that. I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian. I don't want to know about any other religion because I don't believe in any other religion, so that's just the way it is, you know?
Yeah.
Everywhere they go, they leave a trail
Leave
of
a trail of
destruction. They're like the
destruction,
plague of
100%, yeah.
locusts. That's what they're like. They're like locusts. Yeah. 125 million to that wee rat Zelensky. Jesus, don't we help them enough? We've nearly 17,000 people homeless on the streets. You know, come on.
Yeah.
And there's no money for them. But there's 125 million there found out the coffers for that.
Yeah. Can't get not enough for special needs services. What about the elderly this winter that's going to be suffering? What about all the healthcare? Can't get a hospital finished, and then they give it to that gobshite. Oh, actually, I took a screenshot earlier on. Somebody sent me on a video. It was off Zelensky, and I spotted John McGuinness, TD for Carlow Kilkenny, walking up the stairs behind him. So I just put up a post. Wouldn't be like me to be sarcastic, and I just went, "Oh Jesus, John! No, God." I said, maybe I should send you over a little map, like, to show you where Carlow is, seeing as he hasn't set foot in the place. I'm pretty sick and tired of these Carlow Kilkenny TDs, because all they care about is Kilkenny. Not that they're doing feck all over there either. But it's like Carlow doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? There's businesses closing right, left, and centre. And here he is, marching up the stairs after Zelensky. I thought, you are a gobshite.
I know. Someone just said that, see, when they're seeing this, oh my God, my uncle lives in Letterkenny and loved the point on a Saturday night. Now he won't go out when dark, and he's a strong man, but said no good to a knife. Yeah, now, this is what our people, our own people, are having to put up with now with these new to the parish. They're afraid to go outside their doors. That man probably paid taxes all his life, and he's on a now pension or something now, and the only night he gets out is a Saturday night. And these scumbags have spoiled this. This government has spoiled this for that man. You know what I mean? And when that man speaks out about it, or his niece or whatever speaks out about it, they're far right, and they're the bigots, and we're Nazis, and we're like, where does this stop? You know what I mean? Where does this stop? You know what I mean? Like, people, we need to just get a hold of this now and get rid of it. It's all been done to destroy tourism worldwide, part of Agenda 2030. Yeah, well, and the 15-minute cities. Yeah, I agree with you. And they're going to stop you flying and everything else. Like, this is all on the cards, you know? 100%, Paul. 100%. Thanks, mate. Exactly, Paul. Jenny Martel. Nah, now, hold on there. Give me a minute. I was at Tulsa last week. Do you remember I told you? Yeah. And did I show you my present? Did you not see me present? Look at that. Isn't that deadly? Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Set of hands.
Right.
Yeah. See it?
Okay.
Yeah. It stops EMF rays. Yeah. There you go. See it? See the hands?
Oh. Okay.
And then you put your phone on that. I think it's lovely. And thank you, Jenny. Fair play to you, Jenny. Thanks very much. Yeah, it's lovely, I have to say. Getting here at the side of the computer with me. So, yeah, thank you.
Right. What's it made of? Is it just plaster?
It's plaster with something inside it to stop EMF rays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's to stop me getting fried when they come looking. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think we can all.
Paul, you've been around 164 years, so you're well immune to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You were probably around the time of the Black Plague and survived it.
Yeah. My immune system is bulletproof, man. 100%.
This was annoying me when we've been sick for the last 2 days. It's like, I don't think I've been sick since the beginning of the year, and that again was a head cold. I'm like, oh, can't believe I have a cold. Oh my God.
How many homes with 125 million built?
Exactly.
Do you know something, lads? Lads, I'm going to be honest with you, right? I was talking to my niece. I had a dream last Friday, right? Last Thursday night, I had a dream I won the Euro Millions, right? And I went up and I sat with my niece. We were having a cigarette, and I was telling her about it. And she said, "Did you do the Euro Millions?" I said, "I haven't done it yet." She goes, "Come on and do it now." So we did it on things. What was the dream? I'm going to be honest with you. I swear to God, the dream, right? I won the 100 and whatever million, right? I think it was 165 million or whatever it was last week or whatever, 170 million. And I bought that place in Galway for 21 million. There's a big manor or whatever up for sale in Galway for 21 million, 365 acres. And I had a load. Do you know what I done? I put a load of those 3-bed like apartment things. You know what I mean? You can buy them for 50 grand here, all kitted out and everything. You know what I mean? That's how much they are. And I put 20 of them onto one site and 20 on another site. And that was the dream, that I won the Euro Millions and that I did that. You know what I mean? Isn't that mental? I know it was only a dream, but Jesus, it was a good dream.
Know.
You know what I mean? You never know, yeah.
Never know.
Garda have tasers now to protect themselves. Us poor mortals have. Please don't stab me to death. Make you vomit.
Well, you can imagine who the tasers will be used on.
My aunt lives in Letterkenny. She's a lefty, so she sees nothing wrong. Does she not?
Dennis? She thinks everything's fine. Everything's hunky dory. Yeah.
They won't kill. They won't use bins to hassle.
Paul, the next video we play is on the rented houses because this is going to be another massive issue coming.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Deadly. Happy days. Deadly.
What was I going to say? Liverpool's drawing 1-1.
Oh, okay, thanks. That Liverpool are still drawing 1-1, but Leeds after beating Chelsea 3-1. Deadly. Be dad's happy. And you're right there, Fanula. They won't queue. They won't use bins and hassle local people. Yeah. Do you know what pisses me off about them as well? They park in disabled spots all the time and think it's their God-given right just to park there. And when you pull them on it, they start giving out to you and making you out to be the bad guy. I've had more rows in Duns and Ongar over the last couple of years. I'm going to be honest with you, Roma gypsies. And then this fat fella gets out and he's, I said, you're not disabled. Oh, mind your own business, But it is my business. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like an Irish person doesn't do that. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Because we have respect for a disabled person coming in there. They don't care. So call them out on it all the time. I do it all the time. I do call them out all the time. I swear to God. Anyone. I'm not even saying the Romans. I'm saying anyone that parks disabled spots, I will call them out if they're not disabled. No wonder the Irish are suffering. Zelensky came over and to compare notes with our scammers. Yeah. Well, it seems America aren't backing them now, lads. It's I think he's gone now. Zelensky's world tour with the begging bowl. I think that was it yesterday because I don't think
somebody posted today. It's like the world's longest GoFundMe for him.
Yeah. But it seems they're looking to give him 45 billion, the EU, from money that they have taken from Russia. They're going to, and apparently it's going to cost.
Didn't he lose $1 billion? Didn't he lose $1 billion? Did anyone check his several $1 million mansions and his yachts? I'm sure it's under them somewhere.
That's exactly it. He has mansions everywhere. Should the wife bought
one of the
coins
around $1 million euro car? Maybe it's in the back of the car. Maybe that's where he left it.
Yeah. Get shungite to stop EMF. Maybe that's what's in it. I don't know, Lamb Chop. I don't know. 380 million has been given to Zelensky so far. Yes. In non-military aid. Cocaine, ketamine, whatever the bleeding hell he can get up his nose. Zarovsky playing us like fiddles. Yeah, disgusting, isn't it? Drink a good shot of curry orla. You'll be brand new. Yeah, good curry orla. I'm on the border of Donegal and Tyrone all my life. Bomb shootings. Never thought not safe to walk my dog. Yes, exactly. I do now. Never thought I would see the day when so-called peace was called. There's something else there coming in. But she's right. Yeah, you're right. Exactly what you're saying. Like even in the Troubles, there'd be bombs going off around you, and you still didn't feel unsafe walking around. You knew you weren't going to get raped or you weren't going to get attacked. You know, you might get blown up, but you weren't going to get attacked or raped. But now, look what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, your uncle can't go to the pub, and he's a big, strong man. You know what I mean? I sent you in a handful of newspaper articles, Paul. Okay, let me just have a look there.
Somebody mentioned there in the comments, hold on a second, where is it gone? By Kathleen Funchion. Kathleen Funchion is Sinn Féin. She's gone to Europe. She was the TD for Carlow and Kilkenny. Useless as well. They're all useless. They don't do anything.
Yeah. Hold on there now. Yeah, no problem. I'm just getting messages there and I'm just reading. Somebody said they sent me in a load of stuff. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. Newspaper article. Oh, I see them here. Yeah. I'm just going to show a couple of these that's here. Just for a second. No, my battery's going low in the air. We are ready for war with Europe. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky yesterday told the Irish people that there was a chance to end the war with Russia, just as Vladimir Putin warned Europe his nation was ready to expand the war if provoked.
Is that gobshite Connolly?
Yes,
on the right.
Yes, that's who it is. Look, yeah. And Zelensky's wife, look, he didn't even put on a tie, the dirty knacker, like, you know what I mean? Come on. But isn't the wife like a woman?
So it's too busy. Can't think straight.
Isn't your man's wife? Your man's wife is like a woman that was in that Crotty case. Do you know what the? Hang on there. Am I gone off?
No.
I can't hear anything. Okay.
Oh,
now
you
I
mean
can hear
Natasha?
you. Isn't she like a woman? Natasha, that's her. She's like her, isn't she? Look, she has one of them lady flower faces. Yeah. Let me see this. Pervert was one cog in a machine of abuse. What's this now?
Former teacher guilty of indecent assault on young boys. Look, he'll be grand. Once he goes up against Judge Noel, he'll get slapped on the wrist.
And these are like 8 boys more than 40 years ago at a private Dublin school. Peter Kelly of Bealderstown Park, Bealderstown, was convicted by a Dublin Circuit Criminal Court jury following a 2-week trial. One victim, who was a pupil at Willow Park School, Blackrock, Dublin, in the 1980s, spoke about how Kelly was one cog in the machine of systematic abuse. There you go. Yeah. And there you go. Zelensky pleads with Ireland never lose faith in the Ukraine. Jesus Christ. And look at these gobshites. Look at them. Look, Gary Gannon and
clapping him.
Gobshites. Utter gobshites.
Listen, I'm sick enough this evening as it is. That's making it worse.
Yeah. Okay, what's this? Man jailed for sexual assault of girl 14 at party. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is in Carlow as well.
Where?
From the Wea's Money. A 14-year-old girl who was sexually assaulted at a party in Carlow last year told the court that the dress she wore that night was soaked in tears. Last week at Carlow Circuit Court, a man was sentenced to 1 year and 6 months in prison for sexually assaulting the girl in a housing estate in Carlow town on the 22nd of June of last year. The defendant,
I think I remember this. Yeah, I think this was. I think I actually remember that last year.
The defendant, a Pakistani native who cannot be named to protect the victim's identity, was 25 at the time, and she was 14.
My daughter's 14.
He got 18 months for sexually assaulting her.
Who was the judge?
Are you for real?
Who's the judge?
Let's see now. I'd say it was in Carlow. The defendant, sexual assault contrary to Section 2 of the rape, on both counts last Wednesday, 26th November, after 3.5 hours of deliberation. The victim was still a young person at the time of the trial and gave evidence via a recording. Let me see here. It's not saying who the judge was, but I'm sure it was in Carlow. It was definitely Carlow. It was a Carlow case. I remember reading it last week.
It was last year now. Do you know what I mean?
The defendant here. A jury found the defendant guilty on both counts last Wednesday after 3.5. The victim was still young. Yeah, we have that already. I read that already. And gave evidence via a recorded interview with a trained Garda in Waterford Garda Station. Yeah. What's this saying? Here we go again. Yeah. Thanks for that. Fair play to you. I'll stop sharing that now. Yeah. Oh. Paul, I sent you a really interesting link, a panel of Irish women discussing the rise in sexual assaults and how. Yes, let me have a look. If it's too long, I might have to cut it down, hon. So let me just check. That's not working. Okay, it's only 3 minutes 51. Okay, I think we're going to play this, Orla.
Okay.
And then we'll move on, yeah? You know is in this, so, yeah. You're not seeing this one with Elaine and Ali and the whole lot in it, no?
Is that from today?
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's is that with Una McGurk's there as well, is she?
Yeah.
Elaine sent it on to me.
Right, I'm going to just play this and then we'll come back.
The report with my colleague Barbara McCarthy, we were aware of anecdotal evidence of an increase in fear, a lack of safety. Women were reporting this, and obviously we had the horrific case of the alleged rape of a 10-year-old on the grounds of City West. So we decided to take a dive into the data as it exists across Europe, and we took a random sample of 6 EU countries, EU member states, and what we found was quite stark. So it turns out that in these member states where criminal statistics on sexual offending is released and is published with regard to the ethnicity and the country of origin of the men involved, it turns out that non-national men in these countries are 3 to 4 times more likely to be involved in sexual offending than native men of those host countries. And that pattern holds throughout all of the entire sample. And in fact, so a factor of 3 times more in terms of being overrepresented. This is non-national men. But when you break that down further, that figure, it's even worse. So what we found was for particular regions of the world, the MENAP region, which is Morocco, Middle East, North Africa, Pakistan, Turkey, men from those regions are oftentimes 10 times or even 20 times more likely to be involved in certain types of sexual offences, for example, gang rape. We also saw emergent trends of certain types of group sexual offending. Some I would classify as opportunistic. So, for example, in Cologne, up to 1,000 women were assaulted by groups of North African men who surrounded them and then sexually assaulted them in an organised manner, but making use of the sort of chaos and the revelry of that moment in a public space. But then also, obviously, in Louise Casey's report in England, which documented organised group sexual offending, whereby criminal gangs were trafficking, grooming, using the lover boy technique to target underclass white working class girls. And then the Louise Casey mandatory recommendations, which I think is very salient to Ireland, and we have to learn these lessons. She says that considerations for political correctness and a fear of being seen to be racist was in fact what allowed that scandal to go on to such an extent. And some estimates say that over 250,000 girls were raped. So it's really at an industrial scale in the UK. And so what we're trying to do with this report is to say that we must learn the lessons from the Casey report, which is very, very clear. We cannot allow fears of racism get in the way of dealing with realities when it comes to correlations. And we also need to really bring in a safeguarding sensibility to our immigration policies in Ireland today. I welcome Jim O'Callaghan's sort of toughening up of rhetoric and of policy when it comes to how we deal with international protection applicants. For example, he is really admitting that a lot of them are economic migrants and they'll have to pay their way. But what I would like to see is, first and foremost, a release of disaggregated data when it comes to ethnicity and country of origin, because otherwise we're basically building our policy on wishful thinking or an ideological proposition, and we need to base policy on fact. If indeed there is a greater risk to women and girls because of this population of unscreened men from particular countries in particular, as per the data showed in the report, then we need to address that and make sure that human rights of women and girls are protected, and not just this population of male immigrants who are coming here seeking protection.
Australian engineers developed a garden hose.
Fair play to them. That's some report, isn't it?
Yeah, to see the way towards the end, she mentioned about Jim O'Callaghan, and she said about how, he's saying economic migrants and they should be paying their own way. First of all, he's just said it. They're economic migrants. They shouldn't be here in the first place. They're not asylum seekers. They're not refugees. They shouldn't be here. They should be like shipped on the first boat out or plane or whatever out, gone, bye. Like, they're not here to contribute if they're economic migrants. They're here to sit up on the system. But sure, we put up those charts. Remember the charts we put up? And Afghan came in at the highest for sexual assaults.
Yeah. Someone's putting in there. There's a bit of banter going on here between a few people, so yeah, well said, Orla. Yeah, well said.
But it's the truth. Like, he's after admitting it himself. He calls them economic migrants. They should not be here. Simple as that. We've enough of our own people to look after.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
What's going to happen now when this crap hits it come next March? What's going to happen here now? Will you play that video called labeled rented houses? Wait till we see this, excuse my language, shit show when this happens.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going up there now, people. Fair play to everyone. We've just hit 900. Thank you very much. Keep sharing it out there, people. We've another while left. So yeah. Rented
houses.
Rented houses.
Breaking news, there was a 35% increase in termination notices by Irish landlords in Q3 of this year. This was announced today by the Residential Tenancy Board, the RTB. A total of 5,405 notices were given to tenants between July and September of this year. This massive upward trend of landlords exiting the market is due to the government bringing in new rental rules. They're due to come into place in March of 2026, and the Minister for Housing was asked today about the 35% increase in terminations, and he said that the government will continue to implement this legislation in March 2026, basically ignoring this upward trend of Irish landlords exiting the market. Like, this is basic economics. We are already in a rental crisis. We have a shortage of houses, and the Irish government are bringing in new rules which make landlords exit the market. So we are going to have less supply. There is less houses now in the rental market. Not everybody can afford to actually buy a house. They have to rent. So this is obviously going to increase homelessness. Where are the 5,405 tenants that just had their tenancy terminated going to go now? There are less houses now available, and I think the government need to relook at this, these new rules, because it's just not going to work.
So we are in the middle of a housing crisis. Even a blind man knows that. So why in God's creation are they bringing in new rules in March that's going to more than likely make a lot of landlords say, hold on a minute now, I'm selling up, because they don't want to be caught with this 6-year tenancy thing. Like, how does this make any sense? There's already 35% increase. Where's like that 5,000 people going to go when we can't get houses as there is? Do you know what I mean? It's okay, Mark. I'm standing up for people. I'm allowed kind of curse. I didn't say
but so am I then.
But like, this is ridiculous. No, you're not. This is ridiculous. But this is ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what landlord is going to want to say, right, I'm going to have a tenant for 6 years? What if they're a troublemaker and they literally cannot get rid of them? There's only something like 2 rules coming in, that they can only sell the house if they're in financial hardship or if a family member wants to buy it. Like, it's making it incredibly difficult to get rid of a tenant. It's fine if you have a good tenant who looks after the house and pays the rent. Well, what about tenants that are troublemakers? Like, I guarantee you, a serious amount of landlords are going to start selling up, and we are already in a housing crisis.
The invasion is coming from the UK, but stopping the boats isn't an Ireland Force problem. All publicity is good publicity. Paul Fitzsimons for number 1. Get yourselves over. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'd go over and help them in a heartbeat. Landlords don't want the backlash of their properties being smashed up by ungrateful people feeling entitled to. Yeah, and it's true. Like, I know people that have had houses and they got them back in bits when they got them back, you
Yeah,
know.
I
And
know, yeah.
these dirty bastards to be shitting on the floors and in the baths and everything, you know, it's not on, like, you know what I mean? It's disgusting, you know. Number one misspelled, sorry. Yeah, when the demand outstripped the supply, that's exactly what's happening now. And
But
I have to say, one
we
man,
don't have a supply. This is what the problem is. Like, there's such there's so few houses been built compared to what's coming in and what's needed. You know?
yeah, one man that's been harping on about this since day one is Gavin Pepper about supply and demand.
Yeah.
There's too much demand.
You can't have an
you know,
endless flow of economic migrants coming in and giving them houses, because they were told by Roderick that they'll have what was it, their own key in 4 months. Isn't that lovely? Are they all moving into his house?
So what's the plan, Paul? United we stand. Yeah, listen, I'll stand with anyone who's for this country. I really
Actually,
do, or for their own
speaking
country.
of governments, will you play? I have a video from Viktor Orban, who is just doing absolutely Trojan work over in Hungary. This is the sort of leader we need, who puts his own people first and is giving 2 fingers up to the European, up to the elites and all that. It's under the Liberty Soup Run video. See it there. Hold on, there.
Oh, did I pull that down? There's Liberty Soup Run.
Yeah, because I can't remember whether we played that one from the Liberty Soup Run of the man that was homeless. I just couldn't remember.
Let's play Victor and we'll come back and talk about it.
He's great. He's brilliant.
He is, yeah.
He's doing Trojan work. Him and the ones from Poland.
Yeah. And Christine Anderson.
Yeah.
I'll make that bigger.
Emelkedő nagy ügyben van több apró mellett jelentős magyar ellenállás ma az európai politikában. Az egyik a háború, a másik a migráció. A migráció egy régebbi ügy, a háború egy újabb ügy. Most, amikor arra a kérdésre keresem a választ, hogy lehet kimaradni a háborús nyomásból, vagy a háborús részvételből, akkor arra azt a választ adom, hogy pontosan úgy kell csinálni, mert a politika tapasztalati műfaj, ahogyan kimaradtunk a migrációból is. Tehát ha sikerült Magyarországnak kimaradni abból az őrületes hibából, amit Európa többi országa elkövetett, hogy beengedte a migránsokat, és átalakította magát egy bevándorló társadalomrendszeré. Ha abból ki tudtunk maradni, na ugyanez a fifika, képesség, erő kell ahhoz is, hogy kimaradjunk a háborúból. A tapasztalata a migrációs csatából történő kimaradásunknak az, hogy az erőteljes népi akaratra történt. Most ez szerintem van a magyar emberek lelkében, szívében, történelmi tapasztalatában, ösztönrendszerében, zsigereinkben, mi mind háború ellenesek és békepártiak vagyunk. A magyarok pénze a magyaroké, és Magyarország nem akar háborúba menni. Se katonákat nem akar küldeni, se fegyvereket, se a pénzét nem akarja ott elégetni. Tehát ez a nagy, egységes nemzeti kiállás segíti a vezetőinket abban, hogy Brüsszelben a diplomáciai tárgyalóasztalnál kívül tudjanak maradni, kívül tudják tartani Magyarországot a háború.
That's it. He's keeping them out of the war.
Yeah. He won't be allowing, the young men and women of his country to be shipped off to war. Unlike our crowd.
Yeah. The army has been brought in to patrol the Christmas markets in Germany and France. Yeah. And now and in England it's the same. They're putting up barriers up around them all, the whole lot of them. That's no way to be living, lads. No. Like, come on. Like, this is disgusting. Like, when did this ever happen? It didn't happen in our lifetimes. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. This is against fundamentalists that are going to start driving cars through people. And, like, it's not as though it hasn't happened before, lads. Like, every year this happens. Like, I dread Christmas now. And if any of the family are going away or anything like that, to any of these Christmas markets, you're watching to see what's happening. And it's horrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember a mate of mine was in London that time for the stabbings. And, like, we didn't hear from them for... Remember your man went into the restaurants and all stabbing people. Do you remember that? A couple of years ago. A mate of mine was there with his missus. He was there with his missus. He was at a show or something like that. And Like, we didn't know where they were for 7 or 8 hours. Like, you know what I mean? There was a media blackout and nobody could text. It was horrible for them few hours, you know? Poland has a massive army now. Yeah. But Poland shouldn't have let them mess with the Minsk Treaty, like moving NATO nearer and nearer to Russia. Like, that's the problem here. Like, the Minsk Treaty was put there for a reason, like, you know what I mean? And they swore that they would not move another inch towards Russia. And now that everyone has joined NATO, they can put NATO bases in Finland and Poland and the whole lot, you know what I mean? So, listen, I think Putin is quite within his rights to do what he did. I'm sorry if people don't agree with me, but like, this war didn't start in 2022. Like, America took over Ukraine in 2014 in a coup. We know that. That's fact. We have the documents. We have the evidence of that, of what happens, you know? So, absolutely, Zerovsky still is still new, easily cancelled. The huge room of foreigners is taken from an Irish youngster. Yeah, they played a large part in this agenda that has stripped Europe. They did. Joan Flynn, him and Putin and Lavrov are the only ones standing up to them, others in the EU. I say when he was over there, Trump put him straight on Ukraine. Yeah, of course he did. You know what I mean? He's an actor. He's not a... Look at the way he was going. And them gobshites in the doll falling all over him. Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, come on. It's like whole generations with amnesia. You're right, Eddie. It is, yeah. Like, people forget what our people fought for and everything else, you know? The state have to protect you from the problem they created. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right, Orla. We move on.
I sent you over something from Suzanne Delaney.
I think I have that there. That's what you call it. Let me just drop Victor down there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, it's a Twitter thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just see where that is. Suzanne Delaney.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah. So,
Suzanne Delaney. Yes, I have it here. Oh, was this the one from Finbar Markey? Video.
No, it's serial. Yeah, well, it's serial attacker, 64 migrant Dublin zone. I think she sent it on to me yesterday.
Oh, I have that here. Sorry, yeah, that's a different one. I have the other one there as well, the Finbar Markey.
Yeah, because I think she sent it. Yeah, she sent it on to me yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share this and then I'll read it from the side because it's on the side. Okay. Serial attacker in 64% migrant Dublin zone. A woman in Mountjoy Square was grabbed and raped in a random attack, except there's nothing random about it, in broad daylight in September 2025. A man tried to kidnap a Romanian woman in the same place. Are these cases connected? Anything is possible. But more likely, the reality is there's a growing number of predators amongst us, undeterred by threat of consequences, which appear to no longer exist in Ireland, unless you posted a disagreeable tweet. I agree with you, Suzanne. Anyone who has been in Dublin 1 will know how almost apocalyptic it has become, night or day, of the living dead, illegal male migrants comes to mind. Officially, 64% of this once quintessentially working class Irish is non-national. RTE has tried to argue that this is a good thing, employing natives cause the problems. Not far from Mountjoy Square in Dorset Street is population 7% Irish. If you visit, be prepared. Whatever romantic, nostalgic notions you had about this part of Dublin, I used to have many as well. I used to be there. I used to remember it. Will be obliterated as you stumble through a strange vista of dodgy-looking halal restaurants that seem to avoid food safety inspections, or a sea of male faces that look at you like you're the foreigner. Around late summer, I'm reliably informed 2 bin men reversed down a lane in Parnell Street. They happened to be sexually assaulted by 2 foreign males. They intervened and the foreign lady ran off terrified. Damage done. Just like the damage that was done to those 3 5-year-olds stabbed with a 13-inch kitchen knife as they left school in the same area 2 years ago. The media tried to say the Algerian migrant suspect was Irish. All of this was entirely preventable. Stranger attacks Used to be rare, but are on the increase. Ireland is like the new Sweden, ruined and dangerous. We live in justifiable fear and carry a weapon. For just we shall be punished if we'll be punished if you're caught with a weapon.
Yeah.
As part of life for many. Our government refuses to release compiled data on sexual crime by ethnicity or nationality. My freedom of information request was refused, which tells us all we need to know. And if it doesn't, then we only need to look to other nations to find out the factual truth. Of course, some of us are already painfully aware of what's happening. Despite that, we are gasted at every turn. As we walk down their streets at 4:30 p.m. in the winter of discontent we face into. I once had a vulnerable family member living in Mount Joy Street. I used to worry tremendously. They've since died, and then I read stories like this one's in this image. I almost feel strange relief that they are here no more, because whatever way the area was then, it has gone full metal danger zone now, and I would have not had no control over protecting them. That's how bad it's gotten in Ireland. Some people are feeling relieved their loved ones aren't around to be threatened by what we live in now. Amidst what is unfolding, we have female politicians claiming to care about rape victims, but they're embracing the violence of unvetted illegal males from incompatible cultures where women and girls are not respected. And whilst it's true most of them will not commit a sexual crime, there's a minority who will. And that causes us to feel wary of everyone. It's a lose-lose situation for Irish people and migrants. Plus, migrant females are also vulnerable. Not just the Irish predators don't discriminate, and they don't discard their predatory past when they arrive here. As for the government, well, they did this, but don't worry, because soon they can protect you with a digital ID, mass surveillance, track, trace, and all citizens. The Irish government have unveiled their plans already, just like the UK, and this means that in the near future, as you look over your shoulder, the government will be looking right back at you, and you will have no autonomy, no privacy in exchange for safety. It's almost as if they planned it this way. And that's from Suzanne Delaney. Fair play to Suzanne, fair play to you. She writes some great articles.
Fantastic work. She's brilliant.
So if you're not following her, do follow her. And the Irish
Inquiry, Stephen Carr.
Ollie, you need to get yourself a bottle of Bronco Stop.
Yeah, I have Expedex. I'm using it.
Yeah. I was up the north last week, was it? Last week before. I got myself a few cough medicines and a few potatoes, the yellow potatoes. Do you ever eat the yellow potatoes?
Oh. The what?
Yellow potato crisps, cheese and onion crisps, but they're yellow, they're in a yellow bag. Man, these are the bomb. These are the bomb, I swear. They're salty and they're greasy, like the way crisps should be.
Go to the next comment from Chris.
Oh, now, Ollie, you're passing your cough to Paul.
He's only looking for attention. That's all he's looking for.
Yeah, well, Michael John isn't on tonight, so I need to get a bit of attention.
Oh, yeah. Him, Oh, poor Paul. Nobody in comments telling Paul how gorgeous he looks.
Yeah. Suzanne does amazing work for sure. She does, yeah. Hello, Connecticut. You're from Connecticut. Well, hello, Connecticut. How are you? Steady Eddie. Best man, but man thinking that he knows practically everything walks blindly past nature's most patent important rule, the inner segregation on all living beings on this earth. Didn't know they had potatoes in yellow bag, Paul. Yeah, up the north, man, I'm telling you. And I went into the 4 shop and seen them a 6-pack. I thought, oh yeah, I'm getting them. Then we went into the next shop and there was a 12-pack for £4, whatever it was. And then we went into the next shop and there was a 20-pack for $5.50. And then when we went into not Tesco, it was one of the shops up there. If you sign up to the card, they were only $4.50 for 20. So I bags of them. They're all gone now. I think I've a couple in the car, but they're plain and lovely.
No, I like Tater Crisp. I don't like King.
I love King. I love King on bread.
I love the smell of King crisps. You always know
King is lovely.
King crisps.
King is lovely. I tell you what I like about King. They're greasy and they're salty. They're more greasy, there's more, but these yellow potatoes, these are salty, greasy. They're just, oh man, they're really lovely. This is a book of Revelation. Digital ID is the mark of the beast. We are living in the end times. Yes, we have been talking about that as well the last few weeks. I heard Tato up north tastes better. Oh man, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, I swear to God. And Christine is in the comments there. Christine will tell you the yellow Tato are the best, isn't he, Christine? My daughter has the same one. I just left the kitchen. My daughter's coughing and spitting. I turn on Irish column and there's I got a two.
No, it's because bloody Chris Bourne is making me laugh. Stop it, Chris.
Nowhere else in nature is the natural mixing of different species exists, neither in plants nor animals. Zarowski, do you remember Dio? Dio.
Dio?
Was that a drink? Was Dio a drink? I don't know. With two black and white in it. I don't know what Dio was. Never ordered. Never.
I'm not fit to laugh tonight.
Right, that's Suzanne's gone out of the way. Yeah.
Do you want to do a bit on the there's not much now. I just sent over a few things there on the vaccines, starting from Dr. Wakefield. See there? There down.
Yeah, Dr. Wakefield vindicated. Have I got that there? Did I not get pretty bleeding out all of these things? Hang on.
He's brilliant. He's really calling out childhood autism and all that.
Dr. Wakefield. I thought I did. Dr. Wakefield vindicated. There he is there. Yeah, okay, I have it there. We'll play that. Yeah, we'll go through this now because you probably get kicked off now in a while after this. So, okay.
The important thing to say, Nick, is that the parents were right and the doctors were wrong. The doctor said these children do not have bowel disease. This is just part of autism. And yes, they did. We scoped them, we biopsied them, we looked under the microscope at the biopsies. There was inflammation. We went much further than that. We characterized the nature of the inflammation, looked at the cell types in the inflammatory response. Is this Crohn's? Is this food allergy? Or is this something brand new? And to all the world, it was something brand new, a different pattern of inflammation to anything that had been seen before. So the parents were right, the doctors were wrong. So when they say my child regressed after a vaccine, you take it very, very seriously.
What do you have to say now that you've been vindicated? Your observations over 20 years ago, what do you have to say now to all the trolls now that are lashing out and saying you've been debunked? Right? Why are they wrong?
I mean, there is such a vested interest in the success of vaccination, and coupled with the observation, as you guys have made and others, is that the safety studies for the vaccines that should have been done before they were put onto the market, before they were licensed, were never done. The sadness for me is children have needlessly been injured and have suffered for a very long time when they needed it done.
Wow.
But should we know all this? But he's very good, and he has just been put through absolute hell for speaking out about it. Do you know what I mean? Ostracized.
Someone said the volume was low. That's the actual video itself, mate.
Yeah, the volume was low. I don't know why it was low.
Right, I'm gonna just play this other one.
Bottom of it anyway, so
yeah.
So
I'm gonna play. This is him again. I love this guy. He's just brilliant.
The Nicholas guy, is it?
Yeah. But look at that. The US VAERS death reports, 19,355. Conservative underreporting factor, URF, 19,000 multiplied by 31 equals 600,000 US COVID-19 vaccine deaths. US war deaths, World War II, World War I, II, and Vietnam was a total of 580,000 US deaths. So, yeah, just play this now and we'll come back.
We now know. We have conservative death estimates in the U.S. from these shots. It's about 500 to 600,000 American casualties conservatively. We know Pfizer alone's been linked to 470,000 American deaths just in the first year alone, based on an extrapolation from a study by the Florida Surgeon General. So these have caused more deaths, more American deaths than World War I, World War II, and Vietnam combined. So because this was a mass casualty event, and these injections also sterilize, they are sterilization injections. They wipe out over 60% of women's non-renewable egg supply and reduce conception success by 33%. And those were 2 studies that came out this year. So they are making it so you're not able to have children, and they're killing people off. And they're still there. They're still pushing them. So this appears to be intentional population reduction operation.
And that's from the McCullough Foundation.
But you think about it, right? That's just what is reported. The majority of side effects are not reported.
Have you? Okay, I'm going to go with this one as well.
These numbers more than likely are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times higher than what they actually are, because they're just going by what's reported.
I remember Andrew coming out about autism. My nephew looks fit and regressed after his MMR. At the time, we thought my sister was exaggerating, but looking back now, she was truly right.
Yeah.
He is now in his 40s, non-verbal, over 6 feet tall. Yeah. It's just so sad. I had a friend of mine only a few months ago tell me that when she held her granddaughter, when they gave her the vaccine, her eyes rolled in her head, the babies, and she went limp for a few minutes, and then she sort of came over, and she said she knew. Now, that child is non-verbal. She's gorgeous little kid, like, you know what I mean? But she's on the spectrum, like, you know what I mean? But she reckons that that's what it was. It was definitely the vaccine. I worked with a girl in Xerox years ago, and she used to be talking about it, and the others would be going, she's a crank, she's a this, she's a that. I never really paid much attention to it. Like, I listened to her story and I heard her story, but I didn't really think about it, you know? And it's only now I'm thinking, like, this is, a mother knows when the child is not right, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course they do. Yeah. And somebody was saying there in the comments that they're still getting 50 euros. For the COVID shots, they were getting 60 euros. No wonder they were trying to ram them in through the door as quickly as possible. I mean, your leg could be hanging off and the doctor say, oh, there's no appointment for 3 weeks. But I guarantee if you said you wanted the COVID shot, you beat him in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like a friend of mine died. I was at his funeral yesterday. And so sad. Like today would have been 5 weeks since he got diagnosed with cancer. He brought him in, he pains in his back and the whole lot, and pains in his legs, and they diagnosed him with the cancer 5 weeks today, and he was buried yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, come on, lads, you know what I mean? Like, this is way too quick. This is just like, and they're trying to pawn her off, saying that, listen, this is because the cancer, they never seen it in time, and there was loads of things during COVID people didn't. That's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and it's not working anymore. Using
that excuse.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. The amount of young people in the world with chronic heart attacks, clots, cancer, people just getting diagnosed and then weeks later dead. That's exactly what I just said. The vaccine also affects your mental health. I have Dr. Campbell here now. I've Dr. Campbell here now just talking about cancer in kids. Okay.
This is new. Something new is happening. Is also seeing it in 40 to 45-year-olds. And this has been described as a non-infectious pandemic of cancers. So we've had a pandemic of an infectious disease. Now we seem to be getting a pandemic of non-infectious disease. Cancer is usually a non-infectious disease. Colleagues of Dr. Sung Song have seen colon cancer, and again, colon cancer, again, associated with older age groups. Now, we do get colon cancer sometimes as a result of genetic abnormality in people in their 30s, 40s, even 20s, tragically. It does happen. But typically that's due to some specific genetic abnormality. Colleagues of Dr. Sung Song are seeing cancers in 8, 10, and 11-year-olds. Again, this is just unheard of. 8, 10, and 11-year-old children developing colon cancer. They're seeing a lot of women in their 30s and 40s with ovarian cancers.
Like, the cancers are gone through the roof. Like it really has. Like it's like I'm at getting word of four people in the last 5 weeks, and one of them has died. It's a WEF plan.
Fionnuala made a good comment there.
Sorry to hear that. Shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget the doctor or the nurses were too busy dancing and singing and doing TikTok videos in the wards.
Zero respect for all those doctors and nurses witnessing this tsunami of deaths and staying silent.
Yeah.
Jesus,
but they
Paul,
need to be speaking out. Do you know, more of them need to be speaking out. They have to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I'm gonna be honest. I got into trouble during COVID because I was saying the hospitals weren't busy and this, that, and the other, and
you weren't.
Not a relation point. Yeah, but like there was a nurse in her side of the family, and she was saying, "No, you're wrong, Paul. We're running off our feet, and we're this and we're that." And I said, "You aren't." I said, "I know for a fact you aren't, especially in the hospital you're in." And then it was just turned on me then that I was, I was an anti-vaxxer and I was this and I was upsetting her now and this, that, and the other. Like, I'm sorry for upsetting you, but like the truth is the truth. You can't hide it.
Does anyone remember? Because I remember featuring it on my Facebook page, right? And because I was trying to call out what was going on at the time. And RTE had done this clip, right? And I'll never forget it. And this nurse was given an interview and she was in a ward. And behind her in the beds were dummies.
Dummies. Yeah, I remember. I done it on the show here. I done it on the show.
Oh my God.
And that was before you came along, Orla. I done that 2 years ago on the show.
That was before that was when I had a bit of peace.
Now you're at peace.
Yeah.
100% Ferg. Ava will never be forgotten or any other victims. Yeah, we won't be letting them go. I tell you now, no way. Yeah. Accountability. That's
Ava,
accountability.
Roy Butler, and all the others.
Yeah. Eddie, he stopped as soon as he found out.
Yeah.
What we're going to say to me there.
So there's Marcus de Bruin. There's a thing from him. And then underneath, somebody asked last week, because I was watching the show the other night, and Martin was talking about, somebody was asking about what the schedule is for baby. So I've taken 2 screenshots so we can put them up as well.
Marcus de Bruin. Is that the measles one?
Is that separate? No, the measles one is separate. Yeah. That's really important to put up as well. So we'll do Marcus de Bruin, but they're under each other anyway. Do you know what I mean? Marcus de Bruin and then the schedule for the babies.
Yeah. It's just that foolishness is just pure evil. Okay, hold on. This is Micheál Martin talking.
Yeah, but the post is from Marcus de Bruin.
Marcus de Bruin, yeah. Okay, sure. Let me just. Crisis actors was shown on BBC acting at Death Star. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember it. Yeah.
Ireland's economy is one of the fastest growing economies globally. The stewardship of this economy has been good by this government and by the last government. Despite COVID, despite Brexit, despite the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the energy crisis that followed, despite the tariffs emanating from the United States, this has been a competent government in relation to the economic management of this country. And the policies we have pursued are far superior to anything you've produced on the economic front over the last number of years. No question about that. We have no truck with any waste in public expenditure, and we will deal with it. Ireland's economy is one of the fastest growing economies globally.
Yeah.
So Marcus attached to that and he said, is it foolishness or just pure evil that equates success with riches and the fastest growing economy in the world? The medical term for unrestrained growth is cancer. May God help us with this dangerous and simple-minded leadership.
Yeah.
Do you know, they're just...
Yeah.
Yeah. So then underneath that then is the 2 screenshots in relation to the schedule. So I've counted 15 shots.
Okay.
I thought there was more than that.
So this is at 2 months to get visit 1, 3 injections, 1 oral drop, 6 in 1, Men B new, PCV and rotavirus new. 4
Sorry,
months visit
I'm just
new.
1 second. The rotavirus is banned in France because babies have died. It has twisted their guts. Why is that being given out when it's banned in another country?
Yeah. 4 months visit 2 injections, 1 oral drop, 6 in 1, Men B and rotavirus. So why are they giving you the same 3 again after 4 months? And then after 6 months, you have 3 injections, you have 6 in 1 again. Like if you're getting 6 in 1, surely you don't have to bleed and get it, you know? PCV and Men C. So that's what's Men C? I don't know what that is.
That's, I think, your meningitis ones.
Okay. And then on your 4th visit, you get 2 injections. You get MMR and Men B. And then on your visit 5 at 14 months, you get HIB, HIB, Men C, and PCV.
Actually,
Okay.
sorry, I'm wrong here. Hold on a second. I was counting them individually. You've got the 6 in 1. So that's 6 in 1. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then 17 plus another 12.
It's 29. Before the 1.
Yeah. So because you're counting in the 6 and 1. Now look at this one here, right? And these are Irish. The birth one, the BCG.
Yeah, BCG.
So that's 30 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you count the 6 in 1, like that's 6 and 6 and 6. Actually, the MMR is 3.
Yeah.
In 1. Sweet divine Jesus.
Pneumococcal conjugate. Meningococcal C. Influenza, HIB, Haemophilus influenza B. So they're giving them flu jabs as well.
But that's not the ones like where they're trying to give them the COVID shots as well. Do you know? Like why do we have diphtheria? We're not third world country. Do you know? Why are they giving hepatitis where it's a baby? That's only for people who are, involved in drugs or prostitution. Like this is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, Hep B,
my
and it's if the mother is a drug dealer, if the mother's a drug user. And
this has been given to all babies.
Yeah. And it's a one size fits all. You know what I mean? Like some babies are bigger babies than other babies, you know, the sort of way. And it's the same one that goes into them.
It's the same one's given. My son is 23 and I can't remember because I don't even know if I still have his record. But he got about 4 shots. That's all he got.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like, there's over 30 here now. Sure, in the States are 72.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's up to 91 now. The new to the parish.
Ridiculous. Trying to give them chickenpox.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like chickenpox. Where does chickenpox do any harm? All of us had chickenpox.
Yeah. So I remember when the kids had it, we threw them all into a bat together, 5 or 6 of them, and just we all caught it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the new to the parish didn't get it yet. They can bring in TB and the likes with them, send them home. Like TB is rampant in Ireland now at the minute. It's rampant in the UK as well. Like honestly, TB has gone through the roof here in this country. A 6 in 1 is all the Ireland Force members in a yellow tailor bag having an orgy for Chris Bourne. Okay. In a yellow tailor bag having an orgy for the okay, fair enough. Oxygen,
Oh wait, hold on. Oh.
What?
Somebody's in.
Yeah. It's all right, they're grand. Don't worry about it. You won't get in anymore. Amish are the healthiest people on the planet. No vaccines, no autism, no allergies. Yes. Migrants carrying TB, and yes, they are. Yeah, looks like Herman's trying to attack me now. Fair play to you, Chris. Don't mind him. Sorry about that, mate. I thought it was you. That's what. I blocked it there.
Chris now.
Yeah. We just get rid of him. Yeah. Okay. Wear gloves if punching a migrant tomorrow. Don't worry. No, it's okay, mate. I have it sorted now. That's cool. HIV up 75%. They're showing HIV in ads on buses now.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's the norm.
it's
It's the
more than
norm.
likely AIDS, which is a
We
vaccine
know what it is.
acquired
We know
immune
what it
deficiency
is.
syndrome.
Vaccine induced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Mo Carrot. No problem.
Yeah. So if you put up now the measles, because I thought that was actually really interesting.
What's the measles?
Is it yeah, there's a measles one, and actually the HPV as well, right? Because I know it's 5 past now, so there's the measles, and then the HPV one's underneath it.
Yeah, hang on. HPV. Okay, I'll pull these over here. Measles mortality rates. Okay. Like measles is nothing. You know what I mean?
No, but this is actually very interesting, this post.
Oh, see, I have to read all of this now.
No, I don't think you have to read it all. It's just you can read a bit, and then it's the bit at the bottom.
Yeah, the decline in mortality from measles was long before the vaccine. It was motivated by financial incentives from the government. Furthermore, the vaccine spreads the virus, and it contains female cells from an aborted baby. This is all right in the research. So here it is down here, is it?
Yeah.
Measles mortality rate. So people were dying back then, ready?
Yeah. If you go to the part where it says, is the third paragraph, where by 1960, you can read that bit there.
By 1960, thanks to the use of antibiotics and improvements in living conditions, measles mortality was declining steadily and in industrialized countries, although not in the developing world. For example, in the United Kingdom, deaths from measles have fallen from 307 in 1949 to 98 in 1959. Parents largely came to see measles as an unpleasant, although more or less inevitable part of childhood. Many primary care physicians shared this view. One. Yeah.
So if you're going to go down near the bottom, see where there's a load of lines across there. See the lines? Just read from down there.
In developed countries with access to proper sanitation and nutrition, naturally acquired measles is very mild and provides lifelong immunity as well as other benefits. In the pre-vaccine era, when the natural measles virus infected the entire population, measles, typically a benign childhood illness as clinical pediatrics describe it, was welcome for providing lifetime immunity, thus avoiding dangerous adult infections. In today's vaccine era, adults have accounted for 1/4 to 1/2 of measles cases. Most of them involve pneumonia, and 1/4 of them hospitalization. Also, importantly, measles during pregnancies have risen dangerously because expectant mothers no longer have lifetime immunity. Today's vaccinated expectant mothers are at risk because the measles vaccine wanes with time and because it often fails to protect against measles. And there's the mortality rates there.
So, when you're pregnant, right, you go in and get your bloods done, okay, and they check for different things.
It's not going to happen to me, yeah.
You never know, Paul. You can do whatever you want these days, remember?
No,
but anyway,
you can't.
I was checked for the measles, German measles, and all this, right? And I had them naturally as a child, right? I had mumps, I had measles actually twice, and I had German measles. But my immunity was grand. There was no problem with it, you know? But in this, it's saying, like, generally your measles and all that is your natural immunity, you know? It's lifelong. Now, I just had to be, I just had to be greedy and get it twice now. But you know what I mean? Didn't do me, well, I was going to say it didn't do me any harm. Maybe that explains an awful lot.
Well, that's what you think. Well,
you don't be getting brave just because you're up in Dublin, like.
Paul,
but I just thought that was really interesting
that,
because, like, they're pretty much saying that, you know, even if you get vaccinated, it's not lifelong immunity. So that can cause problems during pregnancy. You know,
so we had the TB hospitals out by City West, thousands. It was Peamount, I remember it because me nanny and granddad were in it years ago.
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands saved back then. Doctors cared for health. Yes, I remember it. I remember going out and visit my nanny and granddad out there. You used to have to get the stagecoach out there. It was that bleeding far to go.
Yeah.
Natural immunity is the best.
But natural immunity is always the best, no matter what it is. Like, you know.
Found a medical journal study on Dundalk. Irish babies, high ratio of babies born with Down syndrome. Yeah.
Do you know about that now?
Yeah, no, did I. When I was a kid, I hated the news as the Dukes of Hazzard was on. Same I would do today. I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard as well Saturday evening.
Yeah. Will you then do the last one then, which is the HPV? Because this is something we've spoken about already. This is why I wouldn't allow my daughter to get those shots. Or a shot, sorry.
Hang on. My daughter's at that age now, so
yeah, they give it in first year in school.
Well, she's not getting it. She didn't. No. She's not on the list. She didn't.
I knew about this. I've done my research.
Yeah. So there's the HPV. Well, this is interesting. Births to teenage mothers in Australia decreased by over 40% since the introduction of the HPV shots in 2007. Oh my God. 40%.
But sure, we knew this. I already knew about this.
Have birth rates to teenage mothers changed over time? Births to teenage mothers decreased by more than 40% between 2006 and 2017, from some 17.6 to 9.2 per 1,000 females aged 15 to 19. Wow, that is crazy. Look, the HPV vaccine was introduced in 2007.
Yeah.
And look at the downhill slope there for teenage mothers, births to teenage mothers.
Because they're so far ahead of us. So what's going to happen over here? And why in God's creation are they giving that to boys?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know, like, it's just...
Yes, it's brutal. Brutal. Yeah. Big Pharma is poisoning us.
It's all about money.
Race domination.
That's what it's all about, money.
Fergus Power, good night and God bless. Take care of each other. Ferg, good night and God bless. We're going to finish up now ourselves, to be honest with you.
Do you want to just play my two videos? Because I just want to make a couple of points and then we'll finish up. Yes. They're only short.
I will indeed.
30 seconds.
Yeah. This is Orla doing her thing.
So I'm here in Kilkenny in Freshford. And a couple of people actually mentioned this lovely cafe behind me called The Loop. And they told me to pop in. So I did this morning for breakfast, and I have to say it was lovely. It was really nice, and the staff were very friendly as well. So it's great to actually go out and support small cafes like this in local towns and villages, as it's a nice change of scenery as well. So as I always say, please shop local, support small businesses, and shop Irish wherever possible. Thank you so much.
Go on, Orla.
So first thing there I wanted to say was somebody had mentioned it about this place. So I went out and I said,
what's the breakfast like?
Every video that I make, like I've gone in, I either know the place or I've tried the place or I know the owner or whatever, right? But it just like it's great to go and support these little, the little small cafes rather than going to the likes of Costa or Starbucks or whatever, because generally they're a lot cheaper, and again, it's just supporting your local community.
Yeah. But you need to be finding out what the full Irish is like and getting a picture of it for me, because I'll go around here doing the food reviews for the full Irish.
Breakfast for two, including a cappuccino and a tea, was €20.
Was that for 2 fries?
Mm-hmm.
2 fries?
No, I didn't. I had an omelette. I don't eat meat.
I'm a fry.
But that's like €20. Where would you go wrong with that? You went to a lot of places. You could be paying up to €30. Or more, even depending on where you go.
Of the invaders. Yeah, Martin says that all the time. Good advice, Orla. Nail bars popping up like mushrooms all over the. I'd be always slagging it. You have boyfriend? No boyfriend?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that ad? Did you ever see them, the Chinese one? Doing it.
The what one?
My sister was telling me. Did you never see the video of the Chinese one? And she's saying, she's doing your woman's nails. She say, your nails very short. You no boyfriend? No, I'm no boyfriend. Oh, I do them long, like $4. It's very good. It's a great video. You have to see it. Like, it's no good me doing it. Like, you know what I mean? I'll get it and I'll show you. Very good for what? Yeah. Orla, what you've done is great. We can all see you're a lovely woman. Get out of the garden, will you? Have any videos of me? Yeah.
Don't make me laugh. I can't laugh.
Well said, all right. Nail bars are fronts for prostitution. Paul, you're digging a hole.
He is digging a hole. They think I'll probably be seeing him soon. He'll get a slap us what he get. He just gets brave because he thinks, oh, I'm up in Dublin. Like, you know, he forgets I'll be seeing him probably soon.
I'm going to do Swans
Yes.
Electrical, okay?
So. Hi guys, so I'm here in Carlowtown and I'm outside Swans Electrical. So I was in yesterday evening and I bought a tablet, and it just made me really think, with Christmas coming up, so many people are going to be looking at the likes of Amazon for buying electrical goods. So if you're looking at a phone, a tablet, an iPad, a coffee machine, whatever, go to your local Irish store and have a look at the prices, and you might be surprised you could get a really good deal. So especially leading up to Christmas, these stores are so important. It's keeping money in the country and it's providing employment. So please shop Irish, shop local and support your small businesses. Thank you so much.
I was only thinking, now that's me this morning before I went to crap this evening.
Yeah.
So, but it was only like I was thinking last night when I went in, and I was like, because everyone is going to be looking at buying, you know, phone, tablet, whatever on Amazon. But like, so I just said, like, go into your local electric store, obviously Irish, and just see what the prices are, and see can you get a good deal there, rather than like that. Like, you know, you buy from Amazon, the money's leaving the country. You know, they're not here providing employment. Well, sorry, I know there was a place up in Dublin, but you know what I mean. Like, it's better to keep the money in this country and shop Irish wherever possible.
Yeah, Alan Fitz there now. Alan. Now Fitz, our nans on my mother's side were Fitzsimons, East Wall, North Wall, and they were cousins. Sure, me and you look like each other, except I have muscles. I have plenty of muscles as well, mate. No, there was no Fitzsimonses. We have no relations, Fitzsimonses. You know, we've no relations. My granny was a Jordan. My grandfather was a Fitzsimons, and he only had one brother who never had kids. So there's no Fitzsimonses. I've no Fitzsimons relatives, you know. So yeah, but there is Fitzsimonses from East Wall. They were the Strannies. They were John Fitzsimons and them Stranny Fitzsimons, the Fire Brigade man and the whole lot. But they were different Fitzsimonses from East Wall. We weren't related in any way. So listen, I don't know. Maybe my uncle had a look where he shouldn't have had a look.
Actually, can you put up the comment before that from Chris Bourne? And then there's another comment from Fanula. It makes some very valid points, Paul.
Here we go. Why? Because you're not getting the compliments tonight, Paul. Oh, yeah, of course, that's what it is.
You're down to Fanula's comment.
Where's Fanula's?
She's a bit
Paul's
further
upset
down.
because Michael John not giving him compliments.
Sorry.
Guy knocked on the door, collected for Pakistani flood victims. I said I'd love to, but my hose only reaches the end of the can. Good man. Buying online is killing the shops. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But like when I've gone into a lot of shops, right? I've said to them, "Are you online?" And I generally will highlight like these are online as well, you know, because there is a lot of Irish shops are online.
For fuck's sake, Jordan Cabret. My Auntie Betty was a Jordan. Okay, well maybe we are. I don't know. We'll have to meet up and have a chat. I know someone who would be able to tell you the ins and outs of it. I have a cousin, Tracy and Yvonne. They know the ins and outs of the history of the family. Like, you know what I mean? They really do. So I'll talk to them about it, Alan. I mean, shall we meet up and have a gargle? We'll have a chat. We'll see. Many thanks, Paul and all. Good night, all. No need to worry about imaginary viruses or nukes. Another rabbit hole. Yeah, but I'm already down it.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I'm just allergic to Paul. That's probably what's wrong with me tonight.
No, you're not. Jeez, that's a terrible thing to say about me.
I'm just getting you back.
What was I going to put up there? I was going to talk. I don't know what I was going to put up there. Oh, yeah. I know what I was going to put up. I was putting up the Revolut there just before we finish up. How many have we had to hit? Jeez, it's lovely. Got to hitting 1,000. So 1,000, not bad for a Wednesday night.
Thanks so much.
You know, thanks everyone who watched and who contributed and who put in to buy us a coffee. So
we do say we have great people who follow us.
We do. And I just put it in there again there, the Stripe link there. Anyone wants it. And I'm gonna just share this one For anyone else who'd like to buy us a coffee to keep us going or whatever, you just hit the button there, you just beep, and that's it. In it jumps. You buy us a coffee, and the job is also. So, yeah. So I'm going to stop sharing that. Orla, thank you very much. We're down to, yeah, we're all right. Son of Era, he likes his grub. Yeah. Stay safe, Orla and Paul. Good night and God bless. Good night, son of Era. Take care. So, Paul, I'm in Ulster. I'm a dub. I have an apartment on Liffey. That's where my vote is. Oh, lovely, Alan. Fair play to you. I'll be getting your vote then. Fair play. Thanks, mate. I need to get out there and start talking to people because, to be honest with you, I don't know much of the constituency, but I will be going out talking to people. The only way you find out is if you talk to people and find out what they need and what they're looking for.
Yeah, 100%.
You two are great. Love to you all in the chat from Donegal. See you, Wednesday. Take care. Good night and God bless. The stream gets a lot of support. Nationalism is surging in Ireland compared to England. Bearing in mind your population is only 12 million. Yeah, thanks very much for that. All right, I'm going to drop you down and thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Good night.
Bye. Now, people. Yeah, that was a good show. Thanks very much for everyone who contributed. Paul, shout out to me dad, Paddy, who died 20 years ago today. Paddy Lamb Chop. I don't know what your name is, Lamb Chop. So listen, for Paddy who died 20 years ago today, rest in peace, Paddy. You're in our thoughts and prayers. No joke, Skerry's has about 11 hairdressers and 4 bar. Yeah, but none of them are making money. None of them need to make money. They're just there to get the grants. Good luck, Chris. Good night from Wicklow. Get well soon. Orla, thanks, Pop. Another great show. No problem, Christine. And I'd like to just, if you can all say a little prayer for Gentle Power, for Jean, that she's fitting well for Saturday. Even if she's not fitting well for Saturday, she'll be there with us, you know what I mean, in our thoughts and prayers. So say a little prayer for her, Gentle Power, and please be there on Saturday if you can. Paul, you're a gent. R.I.P. Paddy. Yeah, R.I.P. Paddy. Fair play to everyone. And listen, like I say every night we're here when I'm finishing up, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.